Oh my god.
That countdown was fully a fake threat.
No, it wasn't.
Ah, yes.
It
there
was
it is, the
definitely
theme
wrong.
song we've all been waiting for.
We love our theme song. Well, welcome back.
This play out.
Welcome back to the PAS365 podcast, or whatever we're titling this. We still don't have an official name. This is episode 5 now, I believe.
Yes. we're on
Episode 5.
5.
So we've made it this far, and we ain't going nowhere probably unless we get canceled.
Nowhere.
So
This is where we highlight automotive culture behind the scenes here at PAS365 and PAS365, and you can kind of see, you know, we started this as the editorial desk. We wanted to give viewers a behind-the-scenes look at what goes into making our fun segments on YouTube or our TV show or the magazine. And yeah, we all have some guests too and things like that. But you know who we are. If you don't, might as well introduce ourselves.
my name is Yusuf. I work here.
My name is Julia.
She doesn't work here.
Yeah, I'm Harjan. I work here.
And I'm Adam. I think I work here. While you're here, don't forget to subscribe, like, leave a comment, and you know you can talk to us during the broadcast. We are live, and we will be watching questions, which reminds me, I gotta bring that up on my computer. But without further ado, what'd you do this weekend, dude? What'd you guys get up to?
So I won a lot of parts at the Right Drive bankruptcy auction. So I had 2 trailer fulls of Pajero parts and Nismo wheels, stuff like that. That was a pretty fun time. Went on a little road trip in my Mini to upstate New York. That was a pretty fun time too. Gas is very cheap in it. Filled it on my
all at the same time?
well, like different Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Jeez.
Damn.
Busy
my
guy.
my Mini's actually a cheat code because on my way to work today, I was gaslight on, car empty of gas.
Gaslight.
Shout out Gaslight. $52 from empty to a complete full tank. That'll get me like 600-700 kilometers.
Damn.
That Mini is an absolute cheat
I
code.
gotta buy a Mini.
And you put regular in it, right?
Come on, the car is $650. Do you think I'd put 87 in that thing? Bro, by the way, I would put a diesel
You
blend if
would.
it was cheaper.
You would, Yusuf. You would.
Put 85 in it?
Yeah.
I would,
Yeah.
actually. I won't even deny it.
Yeah.
You know, like at the end of the top up, like instead of hitting the nozzle again, I like put a little bit of my water in it.
Oh, God.
In this economy,
Seems fine.
you have to.
What'd you do this weekend, Julia? Anything fun, car related?
Well, so the reason I wasn't here last week is because my tire had a big old crack in it. You got it. Dun dun dun.
Oh, yeah,
I don't
hold
know
on,
if
we
it's
have a note for
confirmed.
this.
I should have pulled up a picture.
Hold on, say that again.
My tire had a big crack in it. So obviously I had to change to my winter setup because it wasn't a point of like buying a new summer
this economy,
tire. Exactly, in this economy.
you should have just flipped the tire, then you never would have saw the crack.
Are these the same
Wise
tires we
words.
unboxed on the show however many years ago now? So they've reached their end of their life?
We won't say what they were, but yes. They shouldn't have reached their life, so it might just be like a
Damn.
Her
problem
Genesis
that
has
happened.
reached its life
Might
though, and
be
we really want
user
to get a new
errors
car.
or-
Driving it
saying.
too hard.
Yeah.
Driving the automatic Genesis to the
Anyway, so I changed that and I did the suspension because I had to adjust it, but it was like super fast.
Do
Super
you
easy.
adjust between winter and summer?
I had to because the sidewall is like.
Did you get an
more, so
alignment?
I would have rubbed if I like went over a bump. So
Did you get an
That's crazy.
alignment?
nope.
Genesis
Smart.
owners.
You don't need one.
Luke says put ramen noodles in the crack. Life hacks.
By the way, ramen noodles and
Perfect.
super glue
Thank
kind
you.
of go
Yeah,
a long way.
that's crazy. Those like videos. Insane.
And crazy glue.
What about you, Harjan? You do anything fun? Car related
Car
stuff?
related? No, dude. Since it's cold weather and like the car season's done, I feel so unmotivated to like.
Damn.
I'm actually the
touch my
complete
car.
opposite.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just I see both my cars are kind of broken, and I'm just like, I have 4 more months to like get working.
Don't
on
put it
this.
off too long.
Yeah, no. So I spent the weekend playing Call of Duty. It was-
Black Ops 6?
That's fair. This
yeah,
is fair.
I just got
Priorities.
into it too. It's pretty
Valid,
hard.
valid.
it is pretty good.
It's pretty
for
sweaty out there.
Call of Duty games like this one's stuff.
So later on in this episode, we're going to be doing some car reviews, people that want their cars in the magazine, that kind of stuff. So if you are part of that demographic that wants your car in our magazine, I don't think demographic is the correct word.
It works.
Shoot us a DM on Instagram at PASMAG, PASMAG.
Also,
we'll make
we're going to have a call-in section. We will put the number up on screen. Is that right? Will we put the number up on screen? Did you figure that one out? We'll tell you the number.
We'll
and you
We'll
can
tell you
pretend
the
it's on
number,
screen.
and if you have,
And
if you
at
have,
some point in the episode, you'll be able to call. So keep your phone handy
Write
if you
the
want
number down.
if you have
talk shit.
We
subtitles
can
up,
write it down.
Yeah.
We'll
if
just
you have
hold it up.
subtitles, you'll be able to call the number on the screen.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't have a link.
I'm surprised you can hear them.
I can barely hear them.
I can barely hear
I can
them.
see the head nods and the head shakes, and that's all I need.
Okay, so segueing into our first topic for the day.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, this is something fun. And the
Yes,
reason
and
we're
Arjun.
doing this is there's been a bit of a demand recently. We've been listening to you guys. We've heard the DMs. We've heard the conversations. We've heard the emails. You guys seriously do not stop reminding us that we are indeed a print magazine, and
We
you
are.
want more of the print magazine. As you can see, we made print magazines.
One or two or 110.
beautiful.
In recent years, we cut down the amount we were doing per year, and that left some of you pretty unhappy. So, is this the first time this is being announced? Is this like a big deal?
Yeah.
Pretty
Okay.
medium deal.
Debut live on air
No pressure.
Massive deal.
next year in 2025 as part of the PAS Mag 25th anniversary special. We're going to have 12 magazines, so one a month. That'll be available digitally and physically. And you might be thinking, oh, good, 12 covers. No, there's more than that. There's 24. So
24 covers.
24. Gosh darn.
So we don't have
covers.
the example.
Why?
24.
Who let this guy on the soundboard?
Who let this guy work here?
So we don't have the example in front of us, but way back in the day, this company also ran PRN magazine, and we did flip covers. So you would have your magazine cover, no free plugs. I guess someone's getting a free plug. And then if you were to flip it over, it's another magazine. So they'll end somewhere in the middle. It just gives us an opportunity to throw more. Oh, look at that. Airmailed.
Nice.
So this is an old PRN. If you can see it on the screen,
Hamilton.
there's young Lewis Hamilton. And then there's also another cover. So about halfway through this, it flips to the other side. Yeah, this gives us an opportunity to do something we've already kind of been doing, which is putting two magazines in one. We've combined a lot and tried to add, like, it'll be a regular issue and a style issue, or a regular issue and a performance issue, or regular issue and a trucks issue. This gives us a chance to do it in a new format where we have two covers. So if there's something that really deserves a cover that was kind of getting lost in there, we get to put both of them and really showcase what you guys are about, your cool builds. And on that note, because we haven't put out a magazine in a while, and we did a few last year, but not the 12, obviously, there's been an influx and a pileup of submissions. And some of you probably feel, wow, they've ignored my vehicle submission. No one's gotten back to me, or we did get back to you and said, yeah, I'll find a place for it. I'm pretty guilty of that.
I've
and
done
then
that a
I
lot.
didn't get back to you and didn't find a place for it. It wasn't in vain. It's not because we're ignoring you. And it's not because we can't find a place for it. It's because we really wanted to make sure next year is special and full of the best stuff. So we've been keeping you guys in the dark. We've kept a huge database of all the guys who want
Yep.
features, specifically Phil Sohn. I'm sorry it took so long. I know we've been talking back and forth. I couldn't tell you, but now I can. But with that huge database of features, these guys have never seen them.
We have
I
not.
have barely seen them or not seen them in general. A lot of them were submitted digitally, and we just put them into a folder, like check the box, save for later, and didn't give it all the attention it probably deserved. So we had the production team assemble. How many? We got 12? 12. So look at that, one for each month. And if these are worthy, they're going to end up in the magazines of next year. If not, they're going to end up roasted right here live for your viewing pleasure.
Adam and I are very known and notorious for being very kind and gentle toward people builds. Adam and I do have very different styles when it comes
Absolutely.
to cars, but we have one common thing in common, and it is we hate a lot of builds together, and it's very fun. But also, we are going to have a lot of really cool cars in our magazine. Little sneak peeks are some of our weekly features that we do have on our Instagram, at PASMAG, at PASMAG on Instagram. A lot of those cars that you do see on the weekly features are going to also end up in the magazine.
That's right.
And a lot of you guys have been liking those posts, so shoot us a DM if you possibly want to be in the next one. We all curate everything as a team and make sure we bring you guys only the highest quality of cars. So also, yeah, shoot us a DM with your car if you think you're worthy of the weekly feature. We'll hit you with that collab post, hit you with that little description, and always a good time.
And if you're not, you don't have to be selfish. Nominate your friends. Tell your friends, like, dude, your car is sick. It should be in this magazine. Maybe they have aspirations and they don't feel confident enough, but they have like the most badass car. Gas your friends up. Tell them.
All of us have those friends. I have
Send
a
it
friend
in.
with literally one of the most perfect R34s I've ever seen in my entire life. If
He
you
doesn't
ask him,
think it's much.
he says, oh, maybe it's a 4 out of 10, but it's
Yeah.
literally absolutely flawless. Everybody thinks that way about their own cars. But yeah, submit yourself, submit your friends, stuff like that. And then once a week, we're going to select one lucky submission and do a cool little collab post, cool little description, and that car hopefully will end up being in the magazine as well. So definitely shoot us a message.
Before we get into these, we have some questions from Luke, our most loyal viewer. Can we get a print feature for Julia's Genesis
No.
written by Adam?
I would actually like to write the.
It's going to be the shortest article.
That is hilarious.
It's just going to be a picture of it, and it's going to say this is a
Just
Hyundai
says
Genesis.
no.
Can I
You
write
guys
her
are so
description?
original.
Can I write her description right now?
Yes.
This is a Hyundai Genesis. It has 4 wheels, 4 tires sometimes.
It has
4
wheels,
seats.
suspension,
Steering wheel
and
has
a
a
wrap.
steering wheel. Has a steering wheel. Has a hood. Has 2 doors. A trunk. Has a roof
And a wrap.
and a wrap.
Don't forget the wrap.
Don't forget the wrap. Yeah, exactly.
That's it. That's the
Okay,
description.
before Julia kills us all, we should move into the next segment. Just gonna go postal in a second.
I will say though, for
Everyone's getting written up, by the way.
2025, it does look like for the magazines that we were trying to kind of attach some merch as well. So, I mean, if you do have a really sick looking cover for, you know, a magazine, you made it, we are probably going to have potential merch to follow along with these magazines as limited issues and stuff like that. So, you know, if you want a sick t-shirt to commemorate you making the PAS magazine
Or a sticker.
or stickers,
Or
we're
both.
definitely going to have both or packages kind of available. So a lot of good things to look up for 2025.
Imagine your car makes the cover, and then we also send you like a hoodie with the artwork of your car
That's
all
so wicked.
That
stylized.
would be so
That's
cool.
gangster.
Like, there's a lot of covers up here that would make really good apparel.
There's a lot that would make
There's
really
a few
bad
I'm looking
apparels.
at right now. Well,
If
we'll leave those out.
we are also going to make a Genesis shirt, and if anybody buys it, we are going to block you.
Without further ado,
Get a new
before
joke.
we roast Julia any further and she kills us all, we want to get into those features that we mentioned. Production has those up.
Let's talk
So-
about Luke. Tell Luke to push his merch. His
Yeah,
customized
true.
merch that we did.
Hey, Luke, you have custom merch that you haven't been pushing. Without further ado, let's get those on the screen, PD, and let our team evaluate.
Yes,
let us
sir.
know when we're good. Yep. Okay.
This one's sick.
Andrew Voon, I hope it said that right.
I would like to start this off by saying, Andrew Voon, we love you.
Yeah, this is awesome.
amazing.
It's a
Looks great.
1985 Toyota pickup extra cab SR5. I see right there on the spec list, it is a 1JZ GTE swap
Beautiful.
with 300 wheel
1J.
horsepower. This rocks.
I would just like to point out this guy went with my entire paychecks for my entire life and just spent it all at Chase Bays on it. A lot of cool stuff.
This is killer. I have no negatives. I love the
The
wheel
period
and tire
correct,
thing.
period correct
I
livery.
love the like
Yeah.
simplistic period
yeah, the
correct
lines
look.
on it.
Yeah,
what else can
aesthetically
we
it
read
looks
there?
like really, really clean.
Is there more pictures? Or is it one of each?
Just one of each.
One of each? Ooh, that hurts.
This
By
would
the
be
way-
a good daily driver.
In what
This would
world,
be a good
bro?
truck.
In this economy?
feature.
What do you mean? Look, it's got all the speakers in it. It's got enough power.
It would be fun if I had all
I would
the
love
gas
to see
money in
the
the world.
interior of this.
Yeah, right?
By the way, if this had a fully, like a beautiful, like modified interior, or if it had a stock interior, I wouldn't be mad either way.
See,
I
it's
love
got
it.
a
Yeah.
Nardi steering wheel and a full audio system. It doesn't say anything else other than that. But
By the way, I
honestly,
like that.
I'm so on board. This is 10 out of 10 truck.
10 out of 10.
Love it.
Yeah.
You've earned yourself a feature already. Yes. A plus.
A
Maybe a
plus.
big check
Good.
mark over it.
Gunshots.
Bang,
No,
bang, bang.
We'll save the gunshots for a bit.
All, oh wait, no, it says all original SR5 interior. It's a stock
Nice.
interior minus the steering wheel. By the way, I love that.
I wonder if the decals are from factory. Like
Decals.
how it kind of stops like at the front door. I don't know.
I don't know. I like it though.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Simplistic livery design. Simplistic
I don't know.
graphics.
Part of me wants
Hell
it
yeah.
to just
To
continue
continue?
all the way through.
I like it as is.
No, I'm in. All right, hit the next one. We give Andrew Voon a super.
Oh my
Super
god, it's such
fun.
an original build.
Oh, here we go. Okay. It could be really good. But on the outside, it's another Rocket Bunny kitted FRS.
It looks well done.
It's a 2014 FRS 250 special edition.
I don't think 250 is a special edition, but
I think there was something
the-
or other.
they had a lot of special editions.
All of us frantically Googling. Yeah. GT 250? Nope, that's the APR wing.
There's no FRS 250 edition.
Yeah, weird. Okay.
Okay. We call cap.
A mismatch of Rocket Bunny pieces. So a lot of V1, V2.
I like the 17 plus front bumper.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
me
didn't even
too.
catch that. That's a nice touch.
It is
17
nice.
I've
front bumper is
seen
nice.
there was one of those at one of our Tuning 365 shows in Englishtown 2 years ago when we went on the rally, and I was actually there that time. And I thought it was a really nice touch. It looks like properly OEM because it basically is.
Carbon fiber dash. That's a good idea if you get in an accident, God forbid. So it shatters everywhere. You didn't need to add discontinued shift knob on your
Yeah.
thing.
Discontinued.
If you had a
shit, no.
discontinued on my list of car parts, all of them are discontinued. Aero catch hood. Okay, I like the build. I like FRSs. I've had a couple. Like, they hold a place in my heart. First car I drove when I first got my license. I really enjoy them. But a lot of these items on your list of Okay, anybody submitting their cars, you do not need to add every little thing that's kind of a given. Like adding Apple CarPlay on your mods list, please don't. We don't need to know that.
Also, I
go
don't need
drift
13
button.
adjectives for your custom piece. It's not a one-of-one custom, bespoke, handmade splitter.
Okay,
Pick
but
one.
aside from all of that,
No, I don't think he did that. It's
I don't
just-
think he did that. That's an
he
aside. But
reminded me.
also, your list of modifications, there's some stuff like you don't need to add hood pins on your list.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like little stuff like that. That's just for anybody.
Considering
watching.
that's a wrap, that's a good-looking wrap.
No,
It's
the
in
wrap
some
looks
pretty forgiving
phenomenal.
lighting at what I assume is Circus in Las Vegas. But
The wrap looks phenomenal.
yeah.
Oh, it's
I
on
like it.
E85.
So something like this, I would put in the maybe and probably yes category. The reason it's not getting the instant A plus, like hell yeah, you're featured like the last truck, is
too
that
common.
it's
Common.
too common, and that's no disrespect to your build or like if you love this car, you know, I
love FRSs,
imagine it's
yeah.
really good. I also love FRSs, but it is like every FRS.
But that's what my issue is with a lot of different cars. Like, for example, no diss or offense to people with like Mark IV Jettas, for example, but if I'm at a car show and I see a Mark IV Golf with an engine in the back as well, I'm going to say, oh, no way, that's really cool. And then
Right.
keep walking. Like, there's just a few cars. Like, I absolutely love them. I'm going to get another FRS in the future, probably do something similar to this, but not necessarily going to say they're overplayed, but there's just like no original kits that you can do now with them.
I've seen too many Rocket Bunny FRSs.
There's a lot
I
of
think it's
Rocket
the
Bunny
most
FRSs.
sold Rocket Bunny kit of all time. It has to be.
I would
And now, if you had done this like front bumper conversion and all the other
I
stuff
like
on
the
a
17
stock
bumper.
body with some good fitment, I would have been like, wow, this is super sick. And I'm not saying this doesn't get a feature. It might. It's very good. It's obviously well put together, or at least I assume it's well put together. A lot of
I want to see
authentic
more
parts.
pictures.
Yeah, I'd need to see more.
If it's as long as like the
I like
fit and
what I see.
finish, if the fit and finish and panel gapping and stuff like that is all done correctly, I think it deserves a
So
feature.
Anthony Gonzalez, if you're watching, we'll be in touch or get in touch. You know, bug us, make us feature you.
we're definitely-
call in if you're watching. Get ready to call in and plead your case in a minute.
We're definitely going to do a bit more research on like the panel gap, fit and finish and stuff like that. But yeah. Ooh,
let's just take in what a beautiful photo this is.
Okay,
I'm
that
on
is a
board.
killer photo.
that is a really
Chad
good photo.
Anderson's 2002 BMW 325i, clearly a drift car.
Is it? I
with
couldn't
some
tell.
cool drift styling. I like the nod to like classic 90s drift livery style. Big fan of that. It's a 5-liter Coyote swap with a Roush supercharger. Okay, that's a serious party machine. I like that. It's a little rough around the edges, as all drift cars tend to be.
I like that. He has the pre-facelift hood on a post-facelift. You can tell by that gap on the headlight.
Oh, that's a good catch. Okay, that's
Hey, but it's a
interesting.
drift car. That's valid. It'd be like that sometimes.
Hot
Coyote swap.
take.
supercharger.
That is not valid. I think your drift car should be held to a higher standard.
Interesting. I like his mods list though.
Harjon.
No, stop. Okay, that's such a hard thing to do. Okay, one, drifting. How do you learn how to drift without beating the shit out of you?
No, you should definitely.
But what's the
be-
whole
Tell
point
him.
of what is drifting? Is
But
it
then when you're
it's a
done,
style sport?
when you're done and you go bring it back to the garage, sort it out.
Drifting
When
is a
you show
style
up to the
sport.
next event, should be
It
sorted.
takes an already expensive sport and makes it like
I just want to
10
point something
times
out.
more expensive.
How much is a hood on an E46?
Man's got a point.
$75 or best offer.
How much is a matching hood to match the rest of your car?
Well, considering it's a wrap, he wrapped over the wrong hood.
Which-
That's what gets me.
Could be
His
painted.
mods list, by the way, if anybody is watching this and going to submit, please send a mods list like that. We get it. It's nice. It's concise. It's clear. This guy didn't need to add, I got a fuel line from here. I got my clutch line from there. We
Right.
get it. Like if you have a Coyote swap in your
Oh,
car.
S550 Mustang dash swap.
Oh,
that's
okay,
a
that's
really
sick.
cool touch.
Okay, that might
So
be
this
really cool.
this is now in the territory of like, give me more pictures, because maybe you're onto something with your mismatch hood or whatever, and you've got like a clean
FD
thing
legal
going on.
cage, yeah.
I'm interested. I would want to see more. I would also put this in the maybe column. If we do like another drift issue, which was like a really, do we have that on the wall?
Yeah.
We had a pretty popular issue that was all
Oh, yeah,
about
I
drift
see.
cars. Is it up there?
I see the Formula Drift Edition. Sorry, wrong one.
That's
we
the
had-
first
yeah, we had, like, a
magazine that
full
I
bunch of
designed
car.
in that
No
got
way.
published.
Yeah, that's right.
I was super hyped about that. In like 2021, I think.
That's on the shelf back there, but no one's gonna bring it to me. They're all busy.
Oh, I see it from here.
But
Wait, is it on this
Rich,
shelf?
do you want to get it for us? The drift
Yeah, he
issue.
doesn't. He doesn't.
okay, but yeah, we definitely need to look at
If
more
we were
pictures.
to do another drift issue,
With a gun
which
to his
seems
head, he'll
likely,
get it.
this is a
This is a top contender
something
for a
we
drift
would be
issue.
contending with.
We
Yeah.
like it.
Hit up the next one. Chad Anderson, good job. I like your car. Ooh, okay, I'm a sucker for an Evo 10. I don't
Hella
love.
horns.
I don't
my
love
list.
some things that I see. That list is very tiny.
Oh
Can we
my
get a
gosh.
zoom on that?
Everything.
Enhance.
Enhance?
I believe this is a lady-driven car as well.
Cora Fountain.
Yeah, I
hope I
looked
said
at
that right.
I looked at some of these.
I just want to talk
earlier.
about his list of modifications.
Her.
Every single brand name
list.
is more than I can afford, pal.
Her list, buddy.
That's a
we
big,
go.
big list.
They're not
Oh,
showing
there you
it.
go. There's the
Yeah, that's a
first
sick
drift
car.
issue.
That's a sick car on the
It's
front of the
Mr. Gushi's Street IS300.
Wait
That
till
thing rips.
There you go.
Um,
Possibly.
I like the look of it.
Yeah, I'm an Evo 10 guy. I don't know if this kit is for me.
I like
but
the Varus
It's
kit.
well put together. I just don't like that the rear quarter just starts out of nowhere after the
first
door. It feels like
yeah.
there's more missing, or it was like not trimmed and put flush like you could.
I'm gonna be honest. I really like the Varus kit. What suspension is it on? Does it say somewhere?
Are those paint matched window visors, or is that just a frame of the door?
You're asking the real.
Oh, it's on air.
questions
It's on
here.
airlift. Okay. I like it.
This is like right off the
I like
bat.
it.
There's a huge spec list, so it's obviously like super modified.
And all
unless
of the
you're, like,
brands that
listing
you
fuel
see,
lines.
all of the brands that you see are like very well respected and well known companies, like done stuff on it. It looks sorted. My first thought while looking at it was the fitment, but it says Airlift 3P, and clearly the driver, she's rolling in the photo, so fair play.
I saw some of these photos yesterday, I think, and the fitment was like
On
A1.
point.
Yeah, it was good.
Yo,
Oh.
why does it kind of look like a GTR front bumper?
It kind of looks like the G35 GTR front
Uh,
bumper.
yeah.
like a
Low-key.
35,
But-
37.
Honestly, I like it. I respect it. I'm in the we feature column.
Yeah.
Silvia agrees. Adam agree.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would definitely
Or
need to
John,
see
yeah.
more.
I like it.
I like
Omar says he's playing the in this economy drinking game and he's hammered.
That's so accurate.
Phenomenal.
Yusuf's
Yusuf's,
catchphrase.
yeah, Yusuf's favorite thing to say.
In this economy?
No.
Okay.
Or what else does he
Okay.
say? He likes to say
it. I don't even need to see the license plate to know what state
Oh.
this vehicle is from.
Brandon?
I'm gonna be honest. And this might be a hot take, but I don't think it's a hot take.
No.
And let me finish.
I'm just gonna let Adam talk. We're good.
Black
hold
and
on,
red.
Hold on.
Black
hold
and
on.
red as a color
Oh.
combo. Good. Right? Arguably good color
I like
combo.
vampires.
Black with red accents. Not good.
Too bad the car's gray.
Yeah.
Can you
Alright,
tell
John.
the difference?
You gotta talk into your mic, buddy.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Vampire car.
Sorry, what were you saying, Adam? You don't like the
The car isn't black, but it looks black enough. Just the wheels are gross. I'm sorry. I don't think that style has
yeah.
been relevant for years.
I don't want to get canceled on the internet.
Are those stock?
Let me
Dodge
read.
rims?
Let me read. They're Dodge Viper wheels, so
They are, right?
interesting.
Oh,
You-
so he 6-lug swapped it. That's kind of cool.
if you left those Dodge Viper wheels chrome, this might actually look
Ooh.
hard.
Yeah.
It's hard, but it's not magazine worthy.
But this went too.
I think
Too old school
wheels are tough
looking.
to like if you start coloring them and stuff.
Yeah,
unless you're doing
100%.
like a single color, like it's like
Unless
gets
you're-
really tough.
If
to
you're
make it
doing
look
monotone
nice.
colors, if you're doing a combination of black, white, gray, polished machine, like those, like not an actual color.
50
like,
Shades of Grey.
yeah, exactly. But if you're doing something like on that kind of like spectrum of colors, you can mix and match colors on wheels. Many companies are guilty of that. Nissan Nismo wheels, they're all silver gray machine.
Yep.
Like they're a combination. They do look very stylish. But if you have blue wheels on a car, you have to have a really freaking tasteful car to be able to somehow
Yeah.
pull that off. I could not pull that off on a single one of my builds.
And that's blue wheels. What we talked about in the ranking R34 Skylines for Sale video, there is no good example of red wheels on a car.
No.
And I will die on that hill. Show me a good example of a red wheel on a car. Please DM us. I don't think it exists, and this is really bad.
There's
And I
definitely
think
gotta
your
be a
car is
Bugatti.
like, you probably love your car. I'm not hating on it. I just think, from my perspective, that's ugly as hell, and it looks like you commit petty crimes.
Okay, so let's say he changes he changes them to like a chrome wheel. What are we thinking then?
No.
Honestly, It's just air suspension and very
lower.
simple bolt-on mods that I
Okay.
can see so far.
My thought process is a car should not be able to be featured in our magazine if you could, in theory, recreate it in a weekend.
You know what? I
theory-
like that general
theory,
premise.
let's
I'm
say
sure
the
that
four
can
of
be
us,
bent and broken, but
if we had the four of us in my garage with all of those parts and we started Friday after work and we had to drive that car to work on Monday, we could recreate it.
Yeah, we could get this done.
I'm sure the audio system sounds good. It's got like quality stuff.
No, I'm
but
sure the
that's
car's
all,
well done, but it's not magazine well
and
done.
he's
in
got
my opinion.
some sort of embroidery on the custom leather armrest with. Oh, okay, so it's an armrest with Charger written on it.
In case you didn't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say no. I hope you enjoy your car.
Yeah.
And I hope you win stuff at shows. I don't think you will, but I don't think this is magazine feature worthy. Sorry. Next.
Oh, what's up?
Ooh,
That was just a
oh,
Dodge owner driving
Front
by. It's fine.
page, back
Crazy.
page, every page.
Holy Frank Castaneda. Did this guy? That
Hey, we heard
name
you like
seems
over
familiar.
fenders, dog.
I don't know if this guy won a TBG or a Twin 365. I don't think it was with this car.
No, his name's similar. Do you know the guy with the black EF hatch? Like the Honda Civic hatch with the this on the door?
Oh yeah, he took that off. The No Good Racing.
But I'm
one?
saying his name is similar to his. I feel
He's
like that's
Frank
where you're getting him from.
Vituli, not similar.
Oh,
at all,
Vituli.
actually.
Okay, my bad, my bad.
So this is
Honestly-
a 94. It's a sweet E36.
This vibe kind of works though.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
It's not
a
my
little,
style.
I know it's a little crazy, but it like works for.
I get it's not my
You know?
style, but I get it.
I need
Yeah.
to see. This is a very unflattering angle, which does.
I want to see more cars.
I think there's
Yeah.
too much on the exterior.
I might
but
actually
I
have more
love
pictures.
Some of
I
it.
do kind of like the eyelids on the headlight.
Eyelids are good.
What's the one
Wheel
like on
covers
top
are
of
cool.
like the fender that kind of goes
the
to
like R34.
The triangular one that looks like a
fender.
Urus R34 thing.
no,
or the
like
top of it, the black
top of
line.
it. I
That
personally don't
is
like.
where I would.
That's
go
like a
too
Ford
much.
Bronco, no? Like
yeah,
the new
that's
Broncos.
like too
Yeah.
much. There.
Honestly, I like this in that very. I like that '90s tuner era nostalgia vibe. That's the reason I like this. Like I could see this featured on a magazine from the late '90s, early 2000s. In my opinion, I like it. I respect it. Is it my style? No.
I'm just reading. The
But I'm
spec
looking
list.
at everything that he has done to it. For example, this guy has a lot of freaking custom work done.
Yeah, I think if it was a different color, it would like if it was like
In black,
silver,
this black, this would go crazy.
Black
um,
would be like a Batmobile looking thing, but like
I like E36s a lot. Is this my style? No. Do I respect the build quality and the amount of time and effort that probably went into this? Yeah, because look at his fit and finish, for example. Look at the way his side skirts line up. Look at his like the over fenders, the thingies on the side of the hood.
it has
Everything
its
is
own app. What the what? I wonder what you can do on the app. Like change all the colors of
The app is just Uber.
Wait, it has its own custom map?
Yeah, look at the last thing.
okay.
Wait. For
To make this car magazine worthy, in my opinion, you guys have different. Adam is thinking and brewing up something right now that's probably
I'm
going to hurt
trying
some
not
feelings.
to brew anything.
But
Just letting you guys talk. I'm reading. the
honestly,
spec
to make
list.
this magazine worthy, I feel like we would just need to see more photos. I do like it from that period correct aspect because it is very period correct to like that late 90s, early 2000s tuner era. I would want to see more pictures and see the build quality more up close, stuff like that. We're going to put it in the maybe pile for now.
Yeah,
I
I'd
quite
put it in
like
the
it.
maybe. I want to see more.
I wanna
need
see a lot
better.
more photos of
maybe
it.
updated because when are these submissions from? Maybe it's changed.
And a lot
since
less
then.
edited photos because the background's clearly in black and
Yeah,
white.
this
And
just doesn't help.
I just want to see a lot more photos of it, but I'm going to put it in the maybe pile.
I've
I think so.
seen a couple more. Maybe we can get them up depending, but yeah, this is not an ideal shot
I
of
can
the
tell.
car, but it
No.
is truly like for what he's doing here. Like it makes sense.
It does.
This is like 100%.
The
like
fit and finish on that like fender
Is well.
thing is not good.
I
Like,
think
you
it's
can
too
see the
good.
gap on the bottom of it from here.
Oh shit! Yeah, you
Like
can.
it's really floppy, and whatever that is on the top of the fender or the hood, I can't tell.
The Bronco
I
line,
really
yeah.
hate the liner. Like I think if you took that away, it would go so far. And
Yeah.
if you fit and finish that,
I think we
quarter
just need to
thing-
see more photos.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, we'll take a look at some more.
Yeah.
I don't love it. I think this is a perfect example of doing a little bit too much. Like you could have stopped 2 or 3 aero mods from that before
I like the
this,
turbo
and it would have
fans.
been really
I like the
sick.
turbo fans on
I
the
think your
wheels.
turbo fans are cool as hell.
Gangster.
Big fan of turbo fans. Big turbo fan guy.
Everything matches.
But
Hey, Tony's classics,
it's also
but fake.
hold on, go back for a second. I'm not hating. Just this is
Critiquing.
kind of one of those examples of people do a lot to the exterior of their car, and they're like, why isn't it feature worthy? And there have been some cars in past make that are all exterior, but when it's at that level, like if we're featuring it only because of its exterior, it has to be
Perfect.
flawless, literally perfect. In this case, if you also have an insanely built engine and an insanely put together interior and like a sound system, then you're checking enough boxes that like there's not a point system, but like there's kind of an unspoken point system. You have to be
because we
doing
want
well.
we want obviously builds that are of quality, but also another big thing for us is there's a lot of people with cars that seemingly look bone stock. Like I forgot what Formula Drift, the guy with the GR Corolla. Remember that guy with the seemingly? We gave him the Editor's Choice Award. The seemingly stock GR
yes,
Corolla.
yes.
But that guy probably had 15-20 grand worth of all of the proper SPL whatever.
And on the outside,
suspension
it
arms.
just looked like mildly.
It looked lowered on a
modified.
nice set of wheels.
It had some aero stuff. It had like good wheels. It had
But
good fitment.
that's our point, is that we appreciate when cars are well done from also a driving perspective, not just
Yes.
built to look cool. Because there are a lot of cars that people do build just to look cool, and we do appreciate when people build them for themselves and to just go out and drive and enjoy. And if you just have aero kit, this, that, whatever, but then you have stock shocks and stock lower control arms and stock bushings and this, that, and whatever, then that's not what we're
100%.
looking for features. We want a car that's all around a well-rounded build,
Or
Sorry,
insane in one area.
or
Yeah,
a very insane in one area.
Before we move on, we have some comments from Luke that we've been ignoring. So he said that Evo that we were just looking at was in the same Airbnb with him when they were at GAT.
Oh yeah.
And apparently he says it looks insane in person, one of those few builds that looks as good in person as it does in photos. So that kind of just reiterates the fact that
I
we
would
are...
have worded that better, but okay. Not a flattering photo. No, that's cool. I think it is.
Well,
cool.
maybe not the photo we saw.
Then he
but just in
contradicts
general.
himself. He says red wheels are never a good idea.
Red wheels are
But
back.
look,
And then he
at the
says
pa-
red wheels are back, and damn it, they actually look good.
Yeah, go back to that
No. Oh, because of
because
the
he has the red on
covers.
it. Yeah.
Uh,
The covers. I see what you mean.
But that's the thing, like
But that's
red
not a red
works
wheel.
here. I know, but
it
But that's not
works
a red wheel.
because it's on a red car. Black car
Yeah.
with these would look whack as
But
hell.
before we did blanket statement, red wheels never look
Those
good.
aren't
But
wheels,
on
though.
this, I know,
I
but
stand by it.
but still, the way that
Red
it's been
arrow
treated
covers
works.
can look good.
Yeah,
Red wheels?
Mhm.
No.
the treatment here is good.
All right.
Okay,
I
next
get it.
up.
Hit me with that next, Marlboro.
I'm torn.
I love it.
Gary Zakodnik
Okay.
with his 1988 Toyota Soarer. We're missing an R. That's a Soarer.
2J swap.
Nice.
I rate it.
GE.
I honestly, I
Minus
respect
one.
that. No, I respect it.
No.
Good motor.
G's are amazing. Motors.
Amazing motor. We respect it. Everything looks well done underneath, but my
Except the
issue
side
is
skirt.
ITB.
Okay, except the side skirt.
Kind of sweet.
my issue
yeah.
here in terms of magazine feature, not in terms of his build, because I'm sure it's built with a purpose. Because it clearly is. It looks like a driven car.
Yeah, I actually like this.
I really like it as a driving
Also,
car.
this generation body style of Soarers is A, really rare, and B,
Mint.
super sick looking. What you
If-
need is a headlight polish. I would take this
By
all
the
the
way,
way to 10.
a headlight
that
polish,
glass.
fitment, and the side skirts lined up.
Yeah.
This would be 100% a magazine feature
Hell
in my
yeah.
opinion. Honestly, I
Let me
feel
get
like
through these,
Really, with that
specs.
fitment, you said?
I'm a little.
I said with
yeah.
fitment.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Fitment, headlights polished, better fitment, and the side skirt, whatever's going on there, a little bit.
Well, what's happening? We lost our feature.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
But honestly, in my opinion, with those three things done, assuming that your engine bay is not like perfect show worthy, shaved clean, just nice and clean, and your interior is just good condition, nice and clean.
What are these
I love-
wheels?
Work
Because
those
are you sure? Because
Those
I
are
also
automatic.
see Decora Audrey wheels. Also, what the hell is Dolce de Leche? That's an ice cream from Haagen-Dazs.
He just has it constantly
Just-
in his passenger
If you
seat.
have a fridge holding Haagen-Dazs ice cream, I'll do anything.
Maybe that's
I'll
like
feature you in whatever. You can have the cover if I can have some ice cream.
you know that person who had the aquarium in the back of the car.
Yes.
So maybe this guy just has like a freezer where he has
Freezer
ice
full of
cream.
ice cream.
Yeah.
I respect it.
Honestly, if he does have a freezer full of ice cream, we will give you a feature if you send us a picture within the next 5 minutes of the ice cream.
I especially like it
Facts.
because of the rarity of the platform. Also, he has a Moon Eyes license plate. That's just cool.
Yeah,
That's
that's kind
gangster.
of.
If he just had those last few fit and finish fitment,
Yeah, I think
stuff
you
done,
can clean this up to feature worthy.
Like,
I
I
think
think-
your mod list is very simple. It's not like holy crap. It's like a insane build on this rare platform, but it's a nice build on a rare platform. It just needs that little bit.
By the way, this car needs a long weekend with your buddies, bringing some pizza, whatever in your garage, and this car would be feature worthy.
You don't need to spend tons of money. You don't need to go insane. You can just clean it up.
That is why.
Hold on, we're getting notes from the side here. What's up?
That's the engine.
We
What's
can't
the
see
engine?
anything.
I
Oh,
can't
that's
see
his
that.
engine build list.
Shit. Sorry.
So is this an incomplete spec sheet?
Oh, he's showing us pictures. See, there's engine bay. Gorgeous.
That's nice.
The ITBs. Okay.
Yeah.
By
I
the way,
swear, you
next time
polish
we'll
these
have-
headlights, fit your side skirt a little better,
And give it a little bit
and
more low.
Sort your fitment out just a little bit, or
But-
like, see, I don't know what the wheels are. I don't know if those are work commits to Aero Dish. I don't think they are. They are.
Honestly, though, like I said, with literally a weekend of work with a couple buddies, this car would be magazine worthy just to dial in those last couple things.
Those are 100% not work emits to Aero Dish wheels. I would bet my entire life on
I
it.
feel like if you had
Those
other
are
wheels,
whatever
it would
the
be
other.
nicer.
Those are Decora Audrey wheels, which WTF, mate.
I'm just going by the spec list.
Yes,
Those are not Decora Ardrey wheels.
See, work emits are these super gangster wheels.
I like Amitz's a lot.
Million spokes.
Kenny has those on his.
When I
Lexus.
see
We love that car.
those, I don't know.
But like we said, that last little weekend of work, and that car would be magazine
Decora
worthy.
Audrey.
They're not, they're
wheels.
not.
I'm looking
So
these up.
I
that
I mean,
don't-
engine-wise,
the
it's kind
weekend
of
of-
a
Adam.
bulletproof, like, daily driver.
Okay, so they're also not that. So
No.
you put some good wheels on it. I don't know
What
what's
were you
there.
gonna
I
say?
can't see in this.
I was
photo.
gonna
Those might
say
be
like
cool.
they're talking about like a weekend of work, but also changing the wheels, and then you're reapply after that.
Yeah,
But it doesn't need
take much.
Not much is our
It doesn't
point.
take much.
It's close though. It's close.
I mean,
I
for-
would
friend's
get in
wheels.
contact.
And just take a picture.
Yeah, borrow your
Honestly,
friend's wheels
if
for
you're the
future.
owner of this car, Gary, literally shoot us a DM once that work is done, and we'd be happy to feature it.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff we're looking at, it's like you can just do a couple changes and then
Also,
it would be pretty
to
much
everybody
ready.
watching this that we are talking about your car, we are literally, it's not even like, oh, you guys are being critical. We are literally paid to be critics of cars. So please don't take anything to heart. Please don't take anything personal. Anybody in this audience can look at my car and think of a million things that you need to fix. We get it. We're all actual car people here at PAS365.
Take it to heart if you want. DM us. Be salty.
Yeah, take it to heart. We'll actually
care.
beef you on the phone. But like, we're all car people here. We all get it.
Call us
call
in
us.
if you want.
Call us.
Call
Well,
number.
I think it's fair to say that when we talk about cars, we're not talking about the person and
Yeah,
saying
yeah,
like
yeah.
you
People
did a
don't get
bad
that.
job
Like,
and you have bad
we-
taste. It's talking about like
The
what
builder, the platform, or
our
whatever.
our perspective and like what we would have done or what we think is better.
And-
But
Also, our opinion obviously isn't gospel, but
We're not
we've-
always right.
We're not always right, 1,000%.
You guys aren't always right.
But we've
Adam's never right.
we've been very fortunate and blessed to go to, as a company, thousands of car shows over the years, and see all of these different builds and all of these different originalities. And if anybody's insulted that we're not going, oh my god, that's the coolest thing ever. To be honest, that's pretty freaking hard now, and we're kind of desensitized.
Yeah, it's hard to like unless you're
Really be
like
blunt.
That truck got us,
SEMA
though, at the
build that's,
beginning.
like crazy good, or a truck like
that
that.
truck, we were
yeah.
like,
Original
Honestly,
is our
this
point.
is so close to being something
It's so
like
close,
that.
so close.
If you had this, if he has those work emits twos and like
They're
it was
just
on
around.
And
that in
fitment.
the picture and like cleaned up the headlights, I'd be like, holy
We would be
shit,
in. We
this
would be
is
in.
awesome.
Good job, though,
yeah.
Gary. We are going.
We'll
to
be
put
in
it-
touch.
We'll be in touch. We'll
All
talk.
right, next.
Okay. 1 second. Coming.
you're cracking the whip, Adam. Next.
Yeah, that's how it's gonna be from now on.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
Putting DCT transmission in your mods list came from the factory with that.
I'm
buddy.
not gonna try and say the name because I'll mess it up. Guillaume, Yeah.
This engine bay, by the way, very clean looking.
2018 M3
Nitro.
Ultimate Pack. Is
Gas
that a
pump?
thing? Ultimate Pack.
Nitro is a crazy thing to put on your mods list.
Mechanical forging and DCT transmission.
I
These
think-
are examples of things you can leave off your spec list, bro.
It's from translation because it was in French.
French.
Oh, it's been
Yeah.
translated.
Yeah, we can.
This was a
I mean, either way, he put stock stuff on the spec list.
Like, regardless
You
of
just
the
put it
language,
there
it
in
says
French.
DCT. Yeah.
honestly
Zero
it's
plastic in this car.
it's
be honest.
very clean though.
Yeah, it looks
It's very
good.
clean,
and
but
he's
also
put a lot of like really nice touches on the work. So like in the engine bay, I don't know if you can like zoom into
I wish
that
we
a
had
little
more
bit.
photos because this doesn't show me anything.
it's very
Yeah.
hard to make F80 though original now.
Yes.
I think one of the nicest F80s that I've seen, in my opinion, is
Is that CSF cooling on top?
You see like the color bolts and everything.
CFS
the
intercooler.
dress
Yeah, I like
CSF
his. I
intercooler,
like
yeah.
his engine bay treatment. Looks good.
I like when a car you can like see that every part has been touched, like thought about.
Yeah.
You know the high fashion gray M3 that's local to us?
Yes.
His car is like, I think the benchmark, like the standard for feature to not feature in our magazine, for BMWs at least, not for cars in general.
It's on airlift. It's got avant-garde 20-inch wheels.
Again, I saw a couple more photos of this, and
Is it really nice?
it is very nice.
I don't doubt that it's really, really nice, but I doubt that it's really, really
This is the
original.
last good-looking generation of BMWs.
Yeah, but
Fight me.
like, I get what you mean, but I don't know. I think it was just really well done. The thing is, like, a lot of
Honestly,
people will do like maybe the similar things, but like the quality of how they're done kind of sets. That's
I
like,
would
where
put
it sets
this in like
apart.
the high maybes. Like, there's a good chance once I look at some more photos and like dig in. Your spec list is big, but the fact that you put a lot of OEM stuff makes me start to like gloss over as I read because like, oh, it's just more filler. You don't need a long spec list to be cool. I hope that's what some of you are taking from this. You can have a spec list of like 10 to 15 line items and have the coolest car we've ever seen.
Yeah,
You
like
don't need to list everything to make it look cooler, like pad your resume type situation.
the other BMW drift build, like he just mentioned that he had an angle kit. And like you just assume that pretty much every suspension
Yep.
component has been touched.
Like if you have an angle kit, I'm assuming you don't have stock axles and stock drive shaft,
Yeah.
and I'm assuming you don't have a stock brake lines.
there's
and,
a few things that need to be changed.
Yeah, for
but-
sure. And you just kind of assume that none of those are stock. So that's why we don't. There's some mods that you can just put.
I
the
don't mind if
umbrella.
you had like braided brake lines, because then I know like cool, you added some braided brake lines, but you
But
don't
it's
need
like-
to.
If you
like,
put
I
wide,
think
if you put
my
wi- if
rear
you put
subframe
yeah, if you put
bushings.
full wise fab, you're assuming that's done.
that's fair.
So
Luke says people still buy avant-garde wheels. I haven't heard that name in years. That's shots fired off camera. That's not from us. I also haven't heard that name in years, though. To be fair,
it's like dub wheels. When's the last time
they
you heard
had
of
some
somebody
cool
getting new
looking
dubs?
ones. I remember there was a pair of AG wheels I thought was the coolest looking thing ever.
This
then I
car
grew up.
also, I was looking at some of the stuff yesterday, and I read his submission. It was in French, though, so I got to brush up on my French, which was fun. But it was nice because, from what I remember, he had like always dreamed about having this car, and
Okay.
then like after, becoming like an adult and getting like an adult job.
I don't know how good
What
your
are we looking
translation
at?
is because it's 2018, so I don't know how long always is.
Anyway, he was able to buy it, and then he's like kind of went
Okay.
like all out. So it's like a nice to hear a story when people are like, "This is my dream car, and this is
Also,
like what I did with it."
Another thing
Right.
for our
you
features of
go.
magazines.
Oh, is this
We
the
like-
inside?
Yeah.
Oh
wow,
wow.
carbon fiber.
See, like he
Oh,
went
so when
all
he
out.
said no plastic inside the car.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he was like
He
the
meant it.
runner-up of our TBG
Yeah,
Max,
that's right.
Max C. I can't remember his last name exactly or how to say
Yeah.
it, but he did very similar. Like everything was replaced carbon fiber, and that thing is
This is what I
bang
was
and
saying
show
about like
car.
every part of the car being touched.
Yeah, okay.
By the way,
like that like sets it apart.
Another thing that we do want to mention is that if you want to feature, we like cars with a good story.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Yeah.
don't make up a sob story. We hate when people are like, "Oh, it's the blah blah blah," but we like cars with like just a nice, fun story about like
Take it on a road trip.
take it on a road trip. Why you and your buddies built in a garage.
oh
why
hell
you
yeah.
did this.
See,
why you did
this
that.
is more like it. Like that's cool.
That's
that
what I'm
is cool.
saying.
That looks
yeah.
sick.
It's definitely
That
Oh,
first
he's
picture
Quebec,
was not
not
flattering
France.
enough.
I thought he was
Yeah.
actually in France.
no.
Quebec.
Cool.
This is why I would say we would
Good.
definitely add it.
Yeah,
in
I would
the
feature
magazine.
this.
And I've driven in Quebec roads, and that car is way too low
He's
for
on
those
airlift.
roads.
He's on airlift.
Still,
He's good.
you need a lift. That first guy's lifted truck is too low for the Quebec roads.
I would feature this. This rocks.
Yeah, I agree. And like
Do we have any more?
That's it.
That was it. Oh, damn. Okay.
No, we have more submissions.
No.
Oh, well, what?
Okay.
Then pictures.
What the
Um,
hell? Okay.
But yeah, we
there
like
are
cars
more.
with a cool, good story. A, it makes the magazine a lot nicer for the readers to read. B, honestly, if you really put your heart and soul into something and you're not just doing it because, I don't know, I had a lot of spare money. You're doing it because you have like a reason behind it. We love featuring that.
all right, before anybody says anything.
Uh,
Okay.
wait.
No. So, I think this is just an example of something that's not ready to be featured, but I think a good exercise would be like, what would you do
Sell it and buy a different
for what would you do and like to make it
Allow
magazine
me.
ready?
car. Okay,
Please allow me.
I'm going to go after Adam.
All right. I can list a handful of things that, from the way this submission looks, I would delete it immediately because I'm not going to give it the time. I might just email back and say, hey, dude, sorry, it's not up to our standards. Please let us know if things change in the future. But one, I don't hate that it's a boring platform. People can make boring platforms cool. You have a bad photo. Presumably all the photos are bad if this is the best one our design team could show us to examine the car. Your only visible mod is a set of wheels and a wing. And other than that, you gave us 0. You didn't list a single mod. You didn't list, unless, was that your choice or was there nothing?
There was nothing.
You listed nothing. So I'm supposed to look at your photos that were taken with a microwave and decide that this belongs in a magazine or doesn't. I'm sorry, just on that alone, no. And I think if you're going to put this little effort into this submission, you probably put this little effort into the car.
It looks like he took every Instagram filter that he could use and put it all on
You just
this
put
thing.
all the filters on and turn them to
Okay.
max.
That looks great.
I would like to give my review on this car.
Go ahead. I've
Um,
said my piece.
Okay, so
Sorry, Justin Malin.
Justin Malin Gregoroff, I think I said that correctly. I have a few notes about your car. Number 1, it's going to be real hard if you have a base model Impreza to get in our magazine. Real hard. Like, if you had a base model Impreza and did what the winner of TBG did, and he put a V12 STI motor, sure, it's valid. In your NA 2-liter, it's not a 2.5 RS, and in your NA 2-liter, A, you will not get featured in a magazine. B, your wing sucks. C, this is a stock car.
All right.
Do you know
Relax.
the whole, okay, do you know the whole replicate a car in a weekend?
Yeah, I could do this in
No.
25 minutes.
Not 25 minutes. My sister, who would call me if she gets the TPMS light on her dash freaking out, not knowing what to do, she could replicate this if she had no arms and no legs.
Oh, Jesus.
in
Okay,
10
anyway,
minutes.
so I feel like
It sucks.
it's unfair to say that like just a base model can't be featured because there are some people who can do like insane stuff.
No, but that's what I
with
said.
it.
If you did
I
something,
said it would be very hard.
I'm saying,
Yeah,
which is
but-
true.
because if you
I
have, for
can't.
example,
I wouldn't say impossible
It's
or
not
like
impossible.
to not encourage people to do that.
Yeah, if you have a base
100%.
model, you are not disqualified.
100%. But I think, for example, if you do have a base model Impreza versus a WRX STI, the person in the WRX STI just has that leg
you have an
up.
advantage.
Is this
You
the
do have an
car?
advantage.
Yeah.
Is this the car?
Yeah.
I don't know. It kind of depends. You see a lot of STIs modded, but I feel like base models, like that's kind of like going against
No, but
the
I'm
grain.
saying depending how well it's done. This guy's is not done well. Oh, he has an exhaust on it. Wow.
they stick it
Fox
so
sticker.
far.
Who took this photo?
What is the wing? What is that?
Megan
What is
Racing. It's a Megan Racing.
that? Is it?
I'm looking at his Instagram right now. He has a post which he edited on top of the picture of his car. It says, "Ambition is the path to success. You are neither ambitious nor successful.
I hope you have
persistent
lots
is the
of
vehicle you
ambition."
arrive in."
What does it say on the windshield? This defines what I say next.
Team Garage, Team something.
Oh, okay. So he just has a logo.
Who took these photos?
Headlights need to be polished.
Okay,
That's
this is
like-
not a roast session, so let's.
Oh, Team Mod Garage.
Team Mod Garage. Okay. Well,
How about we
you need
talk
a bigger
about
team.
What he could do?
What he could do?
Modify it.
Okay, but what specifically?
Any like I can't tell somebody how to or not
No,
to
but
modify. Just
that's what I'm asking you though.
modify
Like,
it.
I'll
what
take
would
that one.
be
So,
like? Okay,
if you're
yeah.
gonna
Adam.
have
bad.
what I would call "quote unquote" a boring platform, which there's nothing wrong with, we featured lots.
We
We have
agree.
a very sick Toyota Camry feature, and it is super dope.
My
And it's like
favorite
a-
car I own is a Mini
boring
Cooper.
Camry.
We love boring cars here.
But if you're gonna have a car like this, where I presume there's not a lot of performance mods, especially because you didn't tell us any. So people who mod their Subaru for performance, trust me, they'll tell you, even if you're not talking to them. they'll
Oh,
tell
you'll
you.
know. You'll know.
You'll know, yeah.
If you're not going to do a lot of engine mods or visual mods, you have to take it that step further. So you would need lots of exterior, or you would need lots of interior, or like a sound system, or a full engine. Like, you can't do nothing. You have to either go really hard in one direction or do a decent amount in each category to make it feature worthy.
Yeah.
As it stands,
I agree with that.
there's just not enough there to call it feature worthy. This is
Yeah.
just a car, like Yusuf said, you could replicate this in a weekend.
This is not a
isn't
weekend.
somebody's like, no disrespect, this is your labor of love or whatever. Maybe you're brand new to this or it's a newer car to you. But this isn't like, there's not a lot of a story here. You bought a wing that fit, you bought some wheels that fit, maybe you have some bolt-ons in the engine bay.
They don't fit.
The end.
It's the starting point. This is the before.
This is the starting point. I think this has potential. I think you could make it cool.
I would like
It's
to
not
see the
cool
after.
currently.
He has 145,000 miles on it and a TPMS light on the dash. He also has a quick release wheel and a shift knob. I'm looking at his Instagram.
It just doesn't stand out and make me go like,
Oh.
oh my God. And I don't think it does that for anybody.
No.
I think you should be proud of your car. I think you probably enjoy it a lot. And that's about it.
Also, by our recreatable in a weekend kind of quote unquote rule, that doesn't mean that everything needs to be custom on your car. That just means, for example, if this
put in
guy's
the
car,
work.
But I'm saying, if this guy's car, for example, on these wheels, but you physically, if they were on Nismo LM GT2s, for example, you physically could not recreate that in a weekend, regardless of how hard you tried. So,
Ooh.
Oh, we're on something new.
oh, hello.
Mareo Moreno in the
This
S14.
front bumper makes me
Oh,
angry.
he did. The owner of this car actually did shoot us a message on Instagram to get his features, so make sure to do that if you do want it.
Oh, see, look how fast that happened. Did that happen recently?
Yesterday afternoon, evening,
Look how fast
give
it
or take,
happens.
I think.
I think so, yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
He has lots of cool parts right off the bat. I can see all the HKS stuff, some cams, headers. It's mainly OEM. Only has wheels, OEM interior. Nismo shift knob.
Another example of a great
Great starting point.
Really
Yeah.
great
Starting point. I like that you obviously care. Like everything's clean and sorted. You have a good photo.
Yeah.
But very much like the last one, I think your engine is probably extremely fun. It's a Silvia, so it's a good SR.
Yep.
I think it's very fun to drive. But as far as a feature goes, you need to elevate it a step further. And that doesn't mean you have to go insane show car with it.
Yeah, wide body bags, wheels.
You have to go a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
you need to
For sure.
have some exterior modifications. Yeah, the engine is like pretty good as is. You don't have to like go insane.
SRs
with
are
the
good.
SR. If your engine bay is really clean, that's already like bonus points in the right direction. If you're like, when you're building an engine, like my engine bay isn't for show car stuff, but I tried to like color match stuff and make the
Yeah.
engine bay like look like when you open the hood,
Presentable.
people are like, oh, that looks nice, and not just like hack together everything.
Yeah.
So if you've done that already, that's like a good step. These are, as a 240 owner, as several 240 owners here, these are very modular cars. You can do a lot. It
So
doesn't take
much.
a lot to change things up. There's such a huge aftermarket. You can have like a nice interior with very minimal effort. You don't have to like hack up your OEM car.
No.
Obviously, that you probably want to preserve this thing. It's a nice
I agree.
Silvia.
To be honest, if this
You
car
don't
is
need to go
as
insane.
if this car underneath, like rust-wise, is as clean as the photos, this is like not a car that you would even wide body. If you put a really nice kit on it,
Yeah.
good fitment. One critique that I do have that this isn't actually, it is kind of to do with the feature of the magazine. If you want it to be in, a lot of states don't have front license plates. A lot of countries like Japan do have front license plates. Either A, get a different bumper that doesn't have like the cutout already, or B, do you know when people get the metal plates that just say Silvia on them, for example, stuff like that?
Vanity ones,
Yeah.
Or
just some-
cut it out. I've seen people tastefully cut out the license plate box and make it look like it's a
Yep.
addition to the bumper.
But there are
It
a few
actually looks
states just
okay.
without front license plates. It is what it is. If you have it, that's just like a quick little note that I have. But other than this
Yeah.
car, to be honest, it looks like just a very like clean street car.
Yeah. Is it magazine feature ready? No.
Not
Could
yet.
it be?
Not yet.
Absolutely. And do I think it's probably extremely fun and a great starting point? Hell yeah.
Would I daily drive the shit out of this if we lived in a warm
Yeah,
climate?
I would drive this
100%.
100%.
This is gangster.
It's very
Is that a
nice.
skeleton in the back seat?
I think it's a sweater or a skeleton.
Oh, it does look
It is
like
a
one.
skeleton.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You're right. Spooky.
Spooky.
Spooky season.
By the way,
I like it.
10 out of 10 platform.
I like that.
This guy, 1,000% can be in one of our magazines last year if he just has that little
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
push. We like it.
If you want to be in the magazine, you just elevate this a little bit and you're
Even
doing
like
good, man.
a nice livery would probably set it apart.
By the way, not even like a lot of work needs to be done. It just needs to be like, to be honest, S chassis are not hard to modify.
No.
They're just getting expensive
Yes.
to modify. That's what the only issue is. But S chassis are
100%.
like, how many bolts have you broken on any of your S chassis endeavors?
Many.
Okay, I have a nice one that's different. But like S chassis, a lot of companies still make parts for them.
Yep.
All the parts are like oddly interchangeable. Like S14 and S15 chassis wise are the exact same.
Aftermarket community is massive.
Other than your tie rods, they're the exact same. Aftermarket community is massive. Used part market is also massive. New parts are massive. Are OEM stuff expensive? Absolutely. Unfortunately, with anything made in the 90s in Japan, if you have an OEM S13 aero kit, like the front bumper, side skirts, rear spats, it's whatever, like 5-6 grand now. It's kind of wild, but they're very easy and nice to modify, and this guy does have a good platform. So honestly, keep up the work, and I can see this being in a magazine like
Yeah.
relatively soon.
Hell yeah. Next.
Coming.
Whoa. Hold on, we skipped. We
Go
went
back.
2 in a row.
Oh no.
Wait, what was that?
There we go. Nicholas Sargent,
Wrong
2016
Instagram, yeah.
Scion FRS. The Instagram is of the last guy, so sorry, Nicholas. We will not know your Instagram based off this. I like paint matched roof boxes.
The paint match roof
That's-
box is tough.
I don't know if that's a hot take. Some people really hate roof boxes on sports
like them.
cars. I say grow up. Roof boxes are cool.
Use your car.
Other than
Makes
that, I
it
need to read this
functional.
spec list.
What wheels are those?
I'm trying to figure out. VFC performance wheels with arrow wings.
Oh, somebody saw our comment. Who is this?
Oh, S14.
Oh, the last
rooms.
guy.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate you
S14.
guys.
Shout
for
out to you. We
this.
love your
This
car.
means the
Hey,
world.
thanks, man.
We love your car. Honestly, you're close. Like, you're going to get there, dude.
Wicked.
We respect it.
One
Maybe
day,
next season.
your
Or
car.
To
and
be
a
honest,
t-shirt.
even this season, he doesn't need a whole season. He just needs like a few more things. But we respect it.
This obviously looks like a complete build,
This does look like
judging by the spec list and the fact that, you know, wide body with a roof box, paint matched. Like, obviously someone's put in the work. Those taillights are kind of cool. I don't know what's going on with them. I have
They're the
Carbon fiber right
it's a
around them.
common thing. It's like that
It's like a
Ferrari style, yeah. It's like a common BRZ FRS.
Intech
Yeah.
carbon fiber taillights. Is that the name? Intech.
There's a few different companies that make them.
That's
but yeah.
cool. Yeah, it does look like
I
a
like
Ferrari. I don't hate it. Like I said, I'm so tired of Rocket Bunny FRSs.
Yeah,
but if you've
boosted
already
wide
done it
body
to your
bags.
car, you can't go back. Now you're stuck with a Rocket Bunny FRS.
Boosted wide body bagged.
So yeah, is it boosted too?
Yep.
Yo,
All right,
54
this is
mil
like
FPV.
nice. I'm on board.
I'm on board.
It's not my taste, but this is magazine worthy. I'd like to see more pictures to ensure that everything is as like fit and finished. As
Build quality is
what
good.
could be the good.
We do
side.
care a lot about build quality.
Yeah,
By the
build
way, if your,
quality is
car,
important.
if your car looks good in 3 photos, but then we scroll down on your Instagram 2 weeks and then we see your bumper hanging off like that, we're probably not going to feature you because we are aware of Photoshop's existence.
yeah.
So we do actually do our research and due diligence to make sure every car featured in our magazine now is well built.
I'm very
Actually.
pro roof box though. If
I'm
that
pro
didn't
roof
have a
box.
roof box, it's just like another, wide body FRS. But
You
now
think
it's
those
just very
rods
cool.
on the wing are functional?
Yes, ish.
Yeah.
Oh, let's look at the more photos. Oh, the JDM oil cooler.
Don't know
setup.
how I feel about that, but I
slack.
don't hate it.
Kind of like
That's a
that
very nice photo.
front bumper. That
Oh.
addition.
One thing worth mentioning. Very nice photos. Great way to up your submissions chances.
We
These are
Absolutely.
love good
beautiful
photos. Thank you for everybody doing good photos.
Beautiful photo.
If this was just taken on a potato like that last Subaru Impreza guy, like come on, man.
How about this for every month? Any car that you guys talk about on the podcast, and there's 4 a week, we'll at least run a little like spotter's guide through the spread every issue. So that way, anyone that you're talking about today, even that one that you've been a big fan of, you can at least have a little photo, a little spotter.
A little small one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone here that we're talking about will be in print, either.
Is this the inside of this FRS?
And Mr.
Yeah.
Luke is calling in.
This is
Oh, okay.
great. I
By the
like
way-
it. This is a good car. I would feature. We'll be in
But-
touch.
Can we go back to the photo
It's a lot
thing quickly?
Of, lot of digital gauges.
Hell
As-
yeah, brother.
As a photographer, yes, the photos do matter. So like, even if your car isn't like ready for the magazine, but you have a really really good photo of it, we're
Right.
more likely to be like, oh okay, like there's something here because it shows that you put the effort into
Like,
like,
if-
taking a nice.
I think
picture of
showing
it.
that you care goes the
If-
longest
yeah,
way.
Like if this guy,
Absolutely.
if you had these photos, for example, with a car that we didn't think was quite magazine ready yet, but we could see it in the future. To be honest, in a couple of months, I might just be on Instagram just scrolling through, and I
Right?
might just say,
we
"Oh
know you
shoot,
care about it.
yo, what's that
Yeah.
guy?" Like, I wonder what that.
Hell yeah.
Well, I wonder what that other whatever Porsche that we saw that we wanted to be in the magazine is up to now.
Can I help you, sir?
And yeah,
Yeah, it definitely shows that you care about it. So
we do care about that.
if you do submit anything, please submit with nice photos.
Being invaded.
It also helps our eyes because it looks nice.
Pretty. Next.
We want to look at pretty
yes,
stuff.
A plus.
A+.
See, even overdone cars can be featured.
Oh,
if you
Yusuf's
do it right.
favorite.
2002
Maybe we should just
Civic. I like
mute
it
his
already.
mic.
Good start. Nice take on the RPF ones, which I assume those
Wait,
are.
wait. We need to pause. We need to pause.
Oh
Hit
god,
me.
here we go.
What suspension is this owner of this vehicle on? The coilovers in specific.
Let's
We
find
don't
out.
see it.
Oh,
Max
uh,
speeding rods.
Oh boy.
Hello, am I on now?
You
Oh,
are.
no, it's
Hello.
Luke.
What's your opinion on
Hello.
max speeding rods? We need it real quick.
Did somebody say max speeding rod?
Yes.
How do you feel about them?
Is that
So,
what this is on? Oh, it is.
I think they have their place.
In the
or
garbage
I
can.
want to see what. Well, I feel like for younger enthusiasts that don't have like, oodles to spend on stuff, like yes, they should buy quality, right?
Until it snaps in
But
half.
if you want your first experience with coilovers, you'll learn this is the worst thing ever, and it can only go up from there.
See, my issue with max speeding rods, it's not that they ride like terribly. My issue with them is that I literally have friends whose coilovers have literally snapped in half
Oof,
from them.
that's crazy.
Well, that's the learning experience. You get what you pay for.
So
Yeah.
having stuff like that on the car makes me wonder. All these spoon parts listed. Are
Yeah.
they real?
Oh.
Because spoon stuff is expensive now, is it not?
It is
It's
not.
actually very expensive.
Honestly, Adam, though, that's a good point. Like, if you see one thing that's kind of like shady, you're like,
Not kind
I
of
wonder,
shady, very
What
shady.
else?
I wonder the quality of
Oh,
everything else.
That brings me to another point. If you lie in your spec list and say your fake part
Yep.
is authentic,
We're
I
not gonna
will
consider
call
you.
you out.
We will call you out, and we will not
Do
consider
not
you for
do
the
that.
magazine
Yeah,
now
that-
or in the future.
So,
Miata
like
from
I said,
SEMA.
there's no actual point system, but there's like an unwritten point system that we're kind of evaluating stuff on. Lying about the authenticity of your parts, minus 20. Immediate, like, 2.
And by the way, it's on a
Blacklisted.
10-point scale, so good luck on that one, Chief.
Negative 1,000 aura.
Yeah, that's,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
a no
negative
bueno.
aura, exactly.
Please do not do that. Be honest. If you bought spoon style mats, spoon style shift knob, just say
Mugen
it.
style.
I
Just
forgot
saying.
Luke was still on the line.
Oh, hi,
Luke,
Luke.
are you
I'm
watching
still
this
here.
with
I'm
us?
waiting.
I think the live feed probably doesn't watch what we're
So I was watching,
Okay.
but now I am on phone.
So yeah, what'd you call for?
No,
we'll
I
take
wanted
a
to-
quick intermission here.
What's
I,
up?
I wanted to touch on something earlier.
Touch it.
So yes, Impreza, while bad and low effort, for anyone that is watching, a lot of these submissions that come in are going to be what I see as different capacity of builds. So you're going to see a lot of stuff from people that have been building for a long time, and maybe some people that are new into it. If your car gets dunked on, it's not a direct attack, because I've been in those shoes before. It's more of a, hey, you're building. That's the important thing. And like, use the criticisms to kind of mold how you go forward. Maybe not directly, but like, they're not meant to be bad criticisms necessarily. Maybe, but like,
Maybe from you,
whenever
Sif, but
I
not
do
from
like
everyone
a
else.
submission with no description, I think, okay, young kid or
Right.
somebody that just
Yeah.
got into this. Like,
No, for sure.
we all have our builds from younger days. I mean, I started with a Dodge Neon, and that is not something that I admit
Definitely.
very much.
No, but-
I think part of
But-
it is just having the
effort.
awareness to know, like, if I own that Subaru, I know it's not going in a tuner magazine.
No, that's
You
not
know?
necessarily
Correct.
my issue. If this guy put his car in that submission and he had a description of the stuff he had done and the photos were actually decent, whatever, I wouldn't dog on him
Right.
the way that I did. I
It was
feel like
super low effort.
my issue becomes, because if that car was that car, or let's say that car was a gorgeously built Lexus, for example, but it was the same amount of effort, same photos taken, same no description. But even if I love that Lexus, I will still dog on it because of the low amount of effort.
Yes.
No, I
100%.
agree 100%. I'm just saying for like anybody watching, like there are a lot of different builds from
No,
different
for sure.
age groups, effort groups, people that have been doing this for a long time. So that's where, you know, if you see one, you're like, how'd this get in here? Well, because it's open submissions, right? And
For sure.
also it's good to see that whole span of, you know, different styles, different capacities and whatnot.
For sure, we noticed that, and to everybody that is just starting to modify that car, for example, the owner of that Subaru, keep on freaking building.
going.
Like
Yep.
we all started somewhere. Some of my early builds, pretty dog shit if you ask me, and if you ask anybody. But keep on building. But to literally any single person submitting, we don't care if you have the most 5,000 horsepower of wide body, this, that, or if you have a base model Mitsubishi Lancer EX. Just have a good submission.
Or if you have Yusuf's Mini Cooper.
My Mini Cooper. But just
Or
have a good
Prius.
just have a good submission.
Man,
And
you just need to like think about it like an interview. Like you're not gonna show up to an interview in sweats.
yeah, my
Like-
thing is,
like you gotta like put your best foot forward.
if
And
like
if
by
you're gonna-
trade I'm in engineering. Let's say I was a boss at an engineering firm and somebody came in, the most qualified PhD person, this is that, whatever, came in, and they were wearing a pair of New Balances and sweatpants. You're not getting the job, dog.
yeah, right from the get go. Like
You can
come
ask
on.
Julia, she's the HR rep here. Like, you're not getting the job.
You're not getting the job.
Yeah, good pictures, a good write up.
Oh, we have a comment from the guy with the S14. It says, I know we moved on from my car, but I love the OEM look and the body is super straight. I want to put my Rizax on it and lower it a bit.
We
And
love
that,
OEMs.
I respect OEM, like, as the owner of an OEM, basically,
S13, yeah.
outside 240. Hell yeah, dude. And not every car has to be a magazine feature. I
Agreed.
think if you're gonna keep your car OEM looking, you have to go really hard in other areas if you want to be in the magazine. If you just want us to show your car on the show, Well, mission accomplished. There you go.
That's
You
the
made it.
way.
Like,
yeah.
for example, Adam's S13 is stock body, and if it wasn't a very clear conflict of interest and he didn't work here, like, his car would be something that, if he submitted, would have a pretty decent chance of making it in the magazine.
Right.
He has a stock body S13. I have the complete parallel because my car is a full... It's not a body kit at this point. It's a body replacement, I guess you could call it, but on my S15. And that's also another example of... They're two completely opposite builds on the S chassis spectrum, which is really funny to think about, but they would both be featured. So we love stock body cars. I love stock body cars too.
You can make a stock body stand out with
Gangster.
a little color and
Fitment.
simple changes like a hood change or mirror change or wing change or nice paint. Nice paint goes a long way.
I
or
think
a
if
really
you're
good
going
wrap
the
if you
full
want to go that way.
stock look, you're gonna have to have like actual like rare factory stock options.
Yes.
Like special
And wheels.
mats. Like you have that rear garnish plate on the taillights.
Right, little touches.
That
And that's
goes
like
hard.
not even rare or expensive. It's
You
just
can buy that
something to
piece off of
alter the
Nissan.
stock appearance just a little bit tastefully, but you still keep
But-
your OEM look.
And like all of
that.
your little brackets and all of your like if you're gonna have an OEM body car and you want it in the magazine, your fit and finish better be damn near
It's like
perfect.
you recline the front seat and then you see the rusted like little
But that's what I'm saying. Like if you have an OEM car,
Luke hung up if you want to take them off the
like
screen now.
your hood better fit damn near perfect. You're this, you're that. What's the number to call in just for any of our audience that does want to call in?
We got
put
a
it on
couple more to
screen.
go through. How many more of these features do we have to look at? Two more to look at. And then once we're done the next two, if you want to call in, we'll tell you the number right now so you can call in and get ready.
I have somebody that does want to call in.
Oh yeah, you do.
You're going to be calling.
Surprise.
We have a special guest.
Dun, 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 dun.
He is one of the most notorious builders in the GTA. Very famous for a few of his
Bring,
vehicles.
bring. He uses silicone on his body kits. Smokes a pack of cigarettes.
No, I want to talk about him.
You
Oh,
did
we have
get-
another
Okay, there's
car
our
on
submission. Stephen Lowe with
This is
his
a nice color.
2013
This is a nice one.
FRS 200.
Wait, is that a stock color?
No.
No.
No, that's
Okay.
a
What color is
nice
this?
color.
Do you know what I
That's
like about
nice.
FRSs?
It could just be the picture, but it's. a
I
nice
love
color.
about FRSs that with the right narrow body kits, they look wide body,
Hell
especially the brand like the 2023 Plus or whatever body style with certain aero kits. They just look wide body from stock body cars, which is sick in my opinion.
So first thing I noticed, you have a Cusco windshield banner and not a single Cusco part listed. So if they sponsor you, they're probably pretty upset with you right now.
If you just bought the banner, then the person that bought them is the real winner.
It's like a Cusco front
Good
strut
parts
bar.
like Gretty exhaust, Ings spec. Oh, it's an Ings aero kit. Whoa! I've never seen this in the flesh.
I
so
wanna-
That's really neat.
I want to see more pictures of it.
Work emotion wheels, spark. Like okay, your spec list is very short, but it's very good. You have great
Yeah.
parts. The car looks killer. If that's not the light and that's actually like a little simplistic livery graphic down the side of the car, I'm super on board. It has like nice simplistic drift car styling. Like others
the-
before it, this is a great starting point.
Is the hood part
Very
of the kit?
clean.
The hood's part of the kit too.
Yeah, I believe so.
This is a baller kit.
This
by the
is
way.
very good to start with. I think you are a couple of mods and a couple of transformations.
You're close.
And you seem like if you've built it to this point, oh, it is a graphic.
Oh,
I like
nice.
it. I think
Yeah.
it looks great.
To be honest, I don't even think it's a couple steps. I think this is like I think this is gangster. This is an example of you don't need to drop $150,000 in
Yes.
your already $150,000 car to be featured. It's a lot of the features do have to just do with our personal taste, to be honest. And does that suck for some people? Absolutely. Is it good for other people? Also, absolutely.
A
But
little bit of engine and suspension modification.
This
and
car-
you're probably in.
not even engine, 2 inches lower on this,
Yeah.
and he's in.
Slam it.
It's
and
giving
you're
me
in.
most wanted.
Uh, Slam
Pre-kit, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I like it, dude. I think that's a killer look.
By the way, 2 inches lower on it, and
Yeah, you gotta slam this thing.
you
Or
have
at
to
least
slam
get it
this thing.
lower.
But honestly, other than that, I think this is
maybe
like a pretty
maybe it's
strong
because of the
contender.
kit. I think the kit it just makes it look.
No, his fitment.
No
Look at the wheel gap.
excuses.
My
You
kit
got
too.
shot down real fast.
No
I had to lift my
excuses.
engine, transmission, and subframe to make my car go lower.
It's
No
okay,
excuses.
man. I got your back. I'll defend.
I like it though. I think
I
this
wanna
is
see-
a great
We got
starting
him.
point, and you're almost there because of like the quality of this kit. If that's paint, holy shit,
It looks
like-
like paint.
10 out of 10.
If it's a
paint.
wrap, that's a nice wrap.
Yeah.
But honestly, I just want to. We just need that little bit more,
Yes,
and it's perfect. I like it.
but I like yeah.
No, we quite like
This
this
is
car
great.
from the desk.
And depending on when this came in, maybe it's already gone further. Someone
think
look up
this-
rabbit86_.
This might have been a new one.
Stephen Lowe. Oh,
Oh.
we're getting a caller.
Oh,
We're one feature away from finished, and we're already getting a caller.
Hey,
Hello.
Hello.
Hola.
What's up?
hello, is it Fast Mag?
Oh my God, is this Omar?
Yeah, this is Past Mag speaking.
I just want to start off by saying it's a big fan. I'm a big fan, and it's a big honor to be speaking with all of you guys through the local television and podcast. Thank you for having me
Thanks
on.
for calling.
Thank you. Can we get your name, please?
My name is Omar.
Okay.
Called it.
Thank you.
So for those that don't know, this is Yusuf's brother.
I just wanted to ask the staff at PAS. First of all, obviously, I want to just shout out ST Suspension. Secondly, I just want to ask the staff at PAS Mag, what's your favorite, body kit for, especially a wide body kit for a second gen Prius, and then also your favorite wheels to match and to go with it.
To be honest, I feel like that's a very good platform to do stock body on.
Can we pull up? You're modifying a Prius right now.
Can we pull up the Instagram of this caller, please? At Sick Prius.
I didn't even know they made wide bodies for Priuses.
Do they?
Now.
Cool Racing did one a while back, but I think
Wow.
that's for the new Prius.
The KU
No, I'm specifically talking about the second gen Prius, please. If we could please not talk about the new Prius.
Damn.
This is not the new one.
Liberty Walk made a Prius kit?
So
Also new Prius though.
the second gen Toyota Prius. Do you have anything done to your Prius currently?
I have a few things, yeah. So I have it right now currently on performance suspension. I believe they're called like maximum driving rod or something like that. Anyways, they're lowered on those. And I have, brand new cells. Two of my cells in my hybrid battery have been replaced, increasing, obviously, my efficiency.
Amazing.
I also have it on BBS LMs, and, the fitment is, of course, top notch. But as far as performance modifications, that's about it. The rest is all cosmetic. And, of course, it's award-winning at a number of shows.
Can you
It
pull
did
up,
actually win at Import Culture Show.
Can you
He's
pull
not
up
wrong.
the fitment, please, so we can see it?
Fitment needs
I'd
some work.
probably prefer if you don't.
There's a little. I think you should work on that a little bit.
So there's a body kit from VIS Racing that does fit on that car. Duraflex TKR also has Prius stuff. So you've got
I was hoping
options.
you'd say that.
Do you have any
Oh.
lights on your
Beautiful.
dashboard?
No, dashboard is no lights.
I'm looking at a photo from June 19th of this year.
Were you able to fix those issues?
A lot of maintenance has been put into this car, eh?
But what's the
Of course,
caption there?
Of course.
1 second. Ooh.
Oh, Hot Wheels.
I do have a couple more
The
questions.
new wheels definitely makes it look better.
Do you have any more builds / vehicles?
Yeah, so currently I'm working on the first 2001 Dodge Caravan in the GTA that's going to be featured at SEMA 2025.
Perfect. What booth are you going to be featured at?
I'm not sure actually exactly how to do that. I first have to call SEMA and figure out how to get in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so far I purchased wheels for it. They're 18 inches. And I just got brand new winter tires on them from Nexon. So I'm just got to figure out how to get in touch with SEMA and get my car in. If you guys know anyone, obviously, please let me know.
Oh yeah, dude, we'll keep you in mind. We might start a little Prius project.
Yeah, well, actually, this is for my 2001 Dodge Caravan, Adam, but thanks for listening.
Oh jeez. You just can't decide which of your really cool vehicles you want to modify, eh?
Yeah, well, I'm going to leave it up to SEMA at the end of the day, right? It's not up to me.
That's true. Keep going
Anyways,
with it.
Thank you guys very much for taking my call. Thank you guys for doing what you're doing. Shout out ST Suspension. Shout out Passenger Magazine. Shout out everyone on the show. Thank you very much.
Thanks for calling.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
He was holding back a laugh at the end there. What a guy.
So, for those of you guys that don't know, Omar is my older brother, unfortunately. He does have an R34 as well. He just does.
Yeah,
like
he
to mess
actually does
around.
have cool cars.
Yeah, he does have cool cars and E46 stuff like that. He has been on our PAS365 rally, of which we are announcing a schedule, I believe, relatively soon for a couple of them. Make sure to come on that. We do have a lot of cool cars, cool laughs, cool memories, a lot of really cool sponsors on board as well, and chances to win a lot of good prizes.
We have someone else who wants to call.
We have
in.
more caller? I see
Whoa.
that.
Ooh,
Oh, yes.
It's an influx of callers.
perfect.
Got him in here.
Get
Did
'em.
we have one more feature to look at while we're
Nicholas.
waiting for the next caller? to connect?
Nicholas
okay,
is
that
gonna
was it?
call
All right,
in.
Is
good.
that the FRS?
Yes.
The BRC? Yeah.
Yes.
Nicholas with the, which one? Is that the roof rack one?
Yep.
Hell yeah, we can get him to plug
I
his
like it.
Instagram that we didn't show.
Honestly, yeah, he deserves a plug.
It is T7ylor.
I got it.
Julia's asking what number to send. You need to know where he wants to call?
I think we're calling him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my bad.
Who is this? Oh,
Taylor? All right.
I don't know what's going on.
What's your guys' opinion on the weather stripping / caulking / whatever they use on over fenders?
It would look better
Oh.
without it.
Yeah.
It does, but
Really?
it makes it
Yes.
it makes cars so much easier to wide body because that panel gap, like on my
It's-
S15, I don't have it, for example, and I'm probably 30 hours deep.
You'd
into
be
making
sitting
it
there
fit.
sanding the fiberglass. Hey, how's it going?
How's it going, dude?
Good. How are you?
Well, good. How are you?
A little bit cold. I'm walking from classes in Boulder right now.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
I'm good.
Colorado, dang. We feel that we are up in Toronto,
Yeah.
Canada. So
Yeah, I saw that calling in. Pretty cool.
a couple questions for you. A, how many miles a year do you drive in your car?
So that's a two-faced answer for you. When I bought the car in 21, it
Yep.
had the turbo, wide body, and paint.
Okay. Oh, it's
And
painted?
Yeah, it's all paint, even the seat box.
Whoa.
But anyways, so I had just burned my face off a month prior to buying the car. And the first thing I did once I got the car was supporting mods. Obviously, we wanted an oil cooler, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So in installing the oil cooler, it failed because I wasn't familiar with the oil pressures and, these engines and stuff,
Oh,
and
Uh-oh.
caused the car to catch on fire.
Oh, dang.
So
Sorry
to
to hear about
answer
that.
your initial, it's fine. I mean, that's how the car looks these days, so it doesn't do that much damage. But anyways, as part of that, to answer your question as to how many miles I throw on it, to this day I'm still a little cautious of it.
For sure.
So I'm probably throwing about 4,000 to 5,000 a year.
Honestly, that's significantly more than most people do on their builds. And honestly, you like went up a few notches in our books knowing that this
Yeah, at
is
least
paint,
you're
not a
driving
wrap.
it. And yeah, good paint job. Paint matching the roof
Thank
box
you.
is a big flex.
10 out of 10.
Thank you. I actually feel the previous owner dumped it because I got a cease and desist by a company that has a very similar paint color to that,
No
the
way.
jewelry company.
wow.
No, we know what's up.
Wait, they can give you a cease and
Okay.
desist for using the color?
Wow.
So the car's half funded with my legal defense app and the other half funded with my car detailing business.
Right.
So, I can give you a pretty solid answer on that. And because they own the actual patent of that color, they're allowed to do whatever they want with representation.
But is it the exact color?
Um,
Like exact? How can you know it's the exact color?
It's exact enough to be seen in court.
Hey, hey, Tiffany Jewelry. He won't call you out, but I will. You're not going to be a client. I hate you. I'll never buy my girl anything from Tiffany ever.
So
like
if you
it.
look really, really closely on the SEMA pictures of it, you'll see that it almost looks like the car has acne in the front bumper. That's because the Seaside blue is only like 2 digits off of Tiffany. So the ski box is done in Seaside, the car is done in Tiffany.
Wow.
Oh my god, to be honest, that's actually a crazy story. So I'm assuming you heard how we were talking about your car before. We really like it, and the fact that it's paint honestly brought that up a few notches in our books.
Yeah,
Well,
I would say
Thank you.
count yourself in for a feature in 2025, dude.
1000%.
Hell yeah, thank you so much.
And Tiffany, if you're listening, you're a That's all I have to say.
But yeah, honestly, we love the builds.
And thank you so much. And just one other fun story for you, I guess, since you have me on.
Yeah, hit us.
This car was the only car that was representing HKI air suspension this year in SEMA. And 6 weeks before I loaded into the day for SEMA, I discovered a mouse infestation in the headliner.
In the headliner? What?
Yep.
Oh, God.
So
I've
ended
never
up
heard of mice in a
sending the
headliner.
rest. Yeah, and they didn't do the wires. They only lived in it. I was so lucky.
Those are some good tenants right
Yeah,
there.
no kidding.
Yeah, I read it, yeah. Are they looking for a new place to rent? I got them.
Bring it back.
Yeah.
Honestly, no,
Um,
we love the FRS BRZ86 platform. This one is really, really well done. And there's not many wide body builds these days that are paint anymore either, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That's kind of a dying art because paint is so freaking expensive, but it's kind of a dying art. And
Yeah.
no, we love the build. We love it overall, and yeah, she should.
Our boy Gus says W paint.
W paint. Shout out Gus.
Big W. All right.
Thank you so much, guys.
Hey man, thanks for calling
Thanks
in.
for calling.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, have a good one.
Likewise.
too.
We'll be in touch.
Have fun in class.
Bye.
Before our next caller, I'm gonna get a drink of water because I'm overheating. All that talking
Yeah,
shit about Tiffany jewelry.
Big moment.
Yeah.
That's actually a crazy story, getting a cease and desist because of the color of your car. I've never heard that for the color.
That's kind of sick. Imagine blowing up to the fact that Tiffany's.
It's not like that sick because it's like the whole ass color of your car. It's kind of inconvenient.
It's kind of inconvenient, but like any publicity is good publicity.
Not
right?
really.
Yeah, come
P.
on,
Diddy.
Tiffany's. Yeah, P. Diddy's bigger than he's ever been.
Yeah, not in a good way.
He's a household name right now.
Michael Jackson.
You think P. Diddy was as famous a year ago? No.
Yeah, that's just fair. You got me on that one.
All he had going for him was a freaking Tupac song where he's just crying. Man, I love my friend.
But yeah, honestly, quality builds are something that we look out for. If anybody wants any validity of our vehicle builds, I think we have. I think we're pretty valid, minus Julia's build.
I was gonna say don't look at any of the S chassis, but whatever.
Yeah.
Don't look at Adam's car currently.
Well, currently it's raggedy. I drove it home last night from storage with all my aero ripped off. I looked like I was going home to kiss.
Do I need to pull up the when Yusuf annoys me folder?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Beautiful.
So
Send it right to PD at the production desk.
Oh,
Don't
God.
even show him.
I will
No,
say
I
though,
won't.
for
I
any
won't publicly.
submissions coming in the future, as long as it's a Toyota, you already have bonus points in my book. Like any Toyota is a good Toyota. Send it to Tercel. I wish someone would send it to Tercel.
This guy's got a thing for Tercels, and it's really, really weird.
Really, really weird.
We're getting another call
Whoa.
from I don't know his name,
To the
but the
caller
one
or
who had the
Tercel?
S14.
Oh, I would like to talk to him.
Oh, the dude with the S14. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I don't remember what his name was though.
Hey, as long as he doesn't justify why he chose his color for 15 minutes, we're chilling.
It's white.
Yeah, I know. that was a callback.
It's corn.
It's crazy style.
What's this one?
It's cold.
There we go.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi.
What's
Hello.
going on, dude?
Hey, how you guys doing today?
Good, man. How are you?
Good, man. Just right here watching your guys' stream from work, to be honest. I stepped out for a 10-minute break.
Yeah, we respect
Honestly,
it.
yeah, no, I respect
We
that.
respect
Whenever
it.
I'm at work, I don't do any work. I just kind of scroll on my. Wait a minute.
Yeah, I'm usually on looking for Instagram lives or YouTube that I can just put my earphones on, tune in, and I don't have to watch too much, so I don't get in too much trouble.
Nice. All right,
awesome.
all right. Well, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for choosing us today, man. Appreciate you. Good day to choose.
No worries. Yeah, heck yeah. And I was like, once I got an answer for submitting my car, even for the messages and for the YouTube video, I was super excited. Especially because I've been to a couple of your guys' shows up in when you guys do them in Long Beach for Formula Drift.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, awesome!
Nice.
Thanks for supporting me. Oh yeah, I see it on your Instagram right now. In
2365
2023.
visitor.
Oh,
yeah, thank
I
you so
made
much.
that graphic. I remember this car.
Yeah, thanks so much for supporting, dude. We at Pass Mag love S chassis. Adam has two S13s. I have an S15. Tell us the story behind yours. We want to hear the back history.
So basically, I mean, the way I got to this one, I'll be honest, I input like a little biography. To make it long story short, when I was younger, my dad used to like bring in a bunch of cars because he was a car collector as well, but it was all American
Sick.
Muscle lowriders.
That's awesome.
And,
that.
you know,
Cool.
so I loved it. And then one day when I was 9 years old, he came home with one car that just looked different to me. I was still learning. Turns out to be an S14 Koki 2JZ. Back in those days, he bought it for like $2,000.
Crazy.
Jay-Z.
Crazy.
Yeah, and the car was completely drivable. It was done. It was it was daily ready. I mean, even with the 2JZ, it was. Point being, it was completely reliable. Came in, and once that happened, I was like, no, this is the car. I mean, I was used to American cars, and this one Japanese car came in, looked different to me, and I was like, no, I want it. So from there on out, I said, I'm gonna get one, and yeah. Long
Man
story
of
short,
taste.
I ended up with. Yeah, I appreciate it. I ended up with 3 before I ended up where I am now.
Oh, dude. Were they rusty and crusty or what?
He's California, so
So my first one was pretty beat up paint wise, but I dailied it for 2.5 years,
Respect.
3 years, and then so it was reliable engine and transmission wise. It was the original 5-speed. Everything was all original. So I dailied that for 2 years. I ended up selling it, getting another one, which was my Tiffany blue one.
Another Tiffany
which was
car.
when I first. Yeah, so that's what was funny watching the FRS phone call because I was the Tiffany blue, but mine was wrapped, and it was a different Tiffany color. But yeah, so that's I had that one. I bought a really good low mileage one from an old couple, sold that one, and unfortunately it was in an accident in my Tiffany blue one back in December, last December.
Yeah, looking at the pictures right now. Sorry to hear about that, dude.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it.
Can you
Yeah,
pull up my screen, Petey?
We'll pull it
Yeah,
up.
sorry, go
so
ahead,
everyone
go
can
ahead.
see.
no, yeah. So I mean, looking at those pictures, unfortunately, somebody made a left. And when I had the green to go straight.
Oh man.
Sorry to hear about that, too.
No worries. I appreciate it. No, and it's still heartbreaking to this day. You know,
For sure.
that was my pride and joy. I owned it for 4 years. I did everything in and to that car. You know,
It always
so
sucks.
Your
man.
fitment is gangster on it.
thank you very much. And that's why I wish I still had that fitment, wheel setup, and car setup when I was talking to you guys now, because that car was completely done. So yeah, I mean that happened, and then luckily the person had really good insurance. The guy, her insurance agent was actually a previous S chassis owner, so he said, "Don't worry, I'll take care of you."
Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
Blessing in disguise.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, most definitely.
So you're out in California then, eh?
Yes, that is correct. Los Angeles,
So-
California.
Is your current one, so it's Silvia, is that like state legal and stuff like that? Because I believe you guys have some weird inspection and emission stuff.
Yeah, so our emissions and inspection laws are super strict. Unfortunately, it is not legal in the state. I mean, in my state, in California. So I got to go through the whole. Yeah.
Got you. No, got you. Yeah, because we have.
For any state reps in California watching,
We're
he
kidding.
is joking.
Yeah, because we have pretty strict. We're up in Toronto, Canada. We have some pretty strict laws as well with modifying cars, but we don't have anywhere else we can register them, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, we feel you on that. Honestly, though, dude, this thing is gorgeous. We love it.
Yeah, I love it.
Thank you very much. And yeah, that was one thing I was like, I just wanted to talk to you guys because, like I said, I appreciate the love and everything you guys said is so true. You know, my girlfriend's always like, we need to get a wide body on it. We need to get a body kit.
No.
And it's just like, I just can't touch it. I just can't touch it. It's, you
If
know,
anything,
it's
some
one of the
fenders,
things-
stuff that you can take off afterwards, like some nice front
Something that you can make the
fenders,
car OEM at
or
some
like
point
some
again if you want. Yeah.
overs, you know, do not wide body this
Right.
car.
Exactly. And that's why I'm just like, I don't even want to change anything. And then I saw that you guys were talking about, like, if you have an OEM car, you need, like, all the details, like, to make it spick and span. And speaking of that, like, so when I ordered the car, I got videos and pictures and everything of the interior and exterior. But when I got the car, it was a lot cleaner than in pictures. So interior, like, it's original Silvia carpet. Floor mats have no holes, no burns, no scrapes. Door cards are 100% solid.
yeah.
Like,
Beautiful.
everything is just, like, super mint and OEM on that car. And I'm just like, I don't want to touch it. Like, I'm not even interior. It's going to stay the way it is. It's funny because I put a double din.
Yep.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And I put a double din radio, but I took it out because so S chassis, you guys as S chassis owners know that cup holders are very rare in these cars.
I have cup holders
And
in my
this
S15.
Silvia-
I'm the one with no
it's
cup
so
holders.
sick. And-
I got no cup holders.
Yeah, my previous 3 S14s had no cup holders, and this Silvia came with the cup holders. Like, it was like OEM plus, apparently. It was like a higher package.
That's sick.
So, yeah, it's you know, that's my point being is I just don't want to touch the car. It's
I
going
get
to stay the
that.
way it is. My goal is just wheels and lower it. It's on HKS coilovers already.
Sick.
So once I get the wheels, just drop it, and that's it.
Beauty,
That's
man.
my goal.
I respect the hell
I
out
respect
of
it. I respect it too. We love a good clean S chassis. Thank you so much for the support, and honestly, we wish you the best with the build.
But you drive your car a lot. So when we inevitably organize a rally to one of our Tuning 365 at Formula Drift, one of the Cali stops, we'll hit you up. Maybe you can come for a road trip with us. We'll make it a thing.
Yeah.
Win some cool
Yeah,
prizes.
let me know.
Hell yeah, dude. Love
Heck
to
yeah,
hear
let
it.
me know. I'll be there.
Love to hear
I'll
it.
be there most definitely.
Well, thanks for calling
And
in.
like I said, No worries, and I appreciate you guys for everything you do, and all the shows you guys put on never fail. So I'll be at the next one again.
Oh, really appreciate it.
Appreciate you, man.
Thanks a lot, brother.
No worries. You guys have a good one. Hopefully, we'll talk to you guys soon. All right.
Likewise.
Yeah,
you
man.
too.
Talk to you soon.
See you
Bye.
later, man.
Later, guys.
Bye.
Man, that was wholesome as hell.
By the way,
That was so nice.
I just want to point something out today. All of our colors -1, Omar. Everybody's been so like nice.
Wholesome?
This is what I love about the car community is that when I said that whole thing, we love cars with a good story and people that have a passion for them. We mean it. We love the passion. We love looking at that. Even if your car is not perfect or not magazine worthy, or even if it's bone stock without a single thing done, if you have a passion and you
Hell yeah.
actually are willing to show your passion, we rate it. We respect it. So
Yeah,
keep
big
on
time.
going, guys. We love it.
Absolutely.
So at the end of that segment, now that we've finished with that, we want to mention again that if you want to submit your car to get us to review it on the show, see if it's magazine worthy, or just talk about it on the show. If you want to get roasted, you know your car sucks, just send it and be like, yeah, roast me.
Yo, my car
Let us
sucks.
know. You can DM us on Instagram. If you want a formal submission link, we can shoot that to you. But in the meantime, just send us some photos on Instagram. Let us know what it's for. It's at PASMag. You can reach us on all social media at PASMag. Other than that, it's not always about the cars. We're about aftermarket automotive and all the fun stuff that comes with it. So we want to talk a little bit about the industry in general, new products, things that have been occurring in the industry. I know you have something to talk about. But first, Rich put something in our docket here. We have something new from turbokits.com that we are supposed to take a look at. Is this it right now? Kia Stinger 3.3 TT. Oh my God.
People are making power on
Stage
those
3
Stingers.
ball bearing hybrid turbo. Okay.
600 wheel club.
I don't know if this is a hot take. It's probably not. I think the Kia Stinger is sick.
Gangster.
Super sick. And what made me think that is it came out at a time where it was like really hard to trust. No disrespect, Kia and Hyundai, but like new brand on the block making performance cars, and you don't know if they're going to last. That year at SEMA, Kia brought a handful of Stingers out to a demonstration lot, and for the entirety of the SEMA show, including Media Day and the day before, drifted and ripped the hell out of these Kias for the entire show. And
That's
they
awesome.
all stayed driving the whole time. So that gave me a lot of faith in the Kia Stinger. I have a friend who had a BMW M5. He traded in for the Kia Stinger, and he said the Stinger was a better car, which is a crazy statement.
Wow.
But maybe his M5 sucked.
I've driven a couple and they're pretty nice.
They seem really cool. I
Yeah.
love the way they look.
Yep.
And if this can give you, did you say 600 horsepower?
It
Yep.
said 600 horse, 6 something.
If this can give you
Yep.
600 horsepower, that is bonkers.
By the way, because obviously you need supporting mods when you're making that much power,
Definitely.
but this is reasonably priced for the turbo kit. Like this
yeah,
is like
that's
No
what's
kidding.
surprising.
like realistically in US dollars, because turbokits.com is American,
Mm-hmm.
realistically 10 grand US and you're making 600 wheel reliably, that's really
Hey,
good.
look, it also fits the Genesis G70, the fancy one, the
Oh, same
sedan.
chassis. 615 wheel, 590 torque wheel torque,
That's
by the way, on E30.
diabolical.
By the way,
Can you scroll back up to the description? I want to take a quick look there. Yeah, right here.
I also just want to say something real quick while Adam's reading that. The person with the E46 with the Coyote motor in it, it is the correct hood, sorry. His headlights were just bashed in or something like that because he was at a drift event and they're zip tied into place. Do apologize for that.
Understand how that happens.
Your car is gangster. If and when we do a drift feature, we're definitely going to hit you up. We do like the car. That is fully my mistake, and I do apologize.
Turbine
so you
housing
can't be
is stock,
canceled
but
now because you
ported.
apologized.
To that Subaru guy, I mean it.
It's just like that. Oh, bolts into the place of the factory turbos to
Yeah.
make a quick
No, that's-
615 chillin'.
By the way,
I respect
funny.
that.
by the way, these cars are so capable. Is this more capable than M340, or am I being? Because the B58 is
Honestly,
a capable freaking
What's
motor.
really cool is the all-wheel drive Stingers are dumb fast. If you gave
Yeah.
an all-wheel drive Stinger 600 horsepower, holy crap. And if you have the rear-wheel drive one, that's a absolute party sedan.
What transmission do they have in them?
Some proprietary Kia thing.
Because I know, for example, like, do you know the Infiniti Q60s, for example, with the VR30 DDTT? Mm-hmm. Those engines are so phenomenal. The transmission is literally the worst. It's a 7-speed
I
auto.
thought those engines were phenomenal until a guy at a track day blew his up and it had less than 50,000 kilometers.
No, but like, for example, my dad has a Q60S. Non-red sport, but he still is the 400 horsepower or whatever.
Yeah.
His car is knocking on 200,000 kilometers.
Wow.
Only puts 87 in it. Like the most abused VR30 DDTT you can. Like only 87, 15, 20K between oil changes, 200,000. We got the car at 20 or 30,000. Like we got it CPO from Infinity, and that motor is still for some reason mint, but the transmissions in them are so god awful. It's not even funny. Like they shift at the wrong time.
Oh, that's weird.
So that's the only thing that I'm like,
Well, you can get these in manual, no?
can you?
Kia Stinger? Yeah.
Okay, by the way, then 10 out of 10 has my respect. Not because it's obviously I love manual cars, but I'm not a manual elitist jerk. But just because you have an
What
option.
are the turbo? What are they using? Can you scroll down again? Oh, wait. Select the turbo core option. Just click on that right there.
Are they based on stocks?
Yes.
Wow.
Cool.
At head studs, you probably want to do that.
Yes. Okay, so you can option it out pretty quickly and spend a lot of money. But,
And you can finance.
yeah, there you go.
By the way, you're under 10 grand US with supporting mods. That includes
I respect it.
whatever other fueling system mods you might need, whatever. I'm not sure if you do need them or not, but
Honestly, turn up the fuel pressure, get an oil cooler, send it.
that's my point is
Do
that
not take that advice.
no, but under 10 grand and you're making 600 horsepower, how much does it cost to make 600 horsepower on an SR?
It
Oh,
doesn't.
well, you don't.
You build a VET.
You RB swap.
You build a VET for
No, you RB
plus
swap.
$1,000.
You put a 25 in it. There's not many cars that aren't American built up to 2015 that it was easy to make 600 horsepower.
Yes.
I think the best example of that would be a E90, E92 335 with the N54 twin turbo, and those were even making like low to mid fours before it started to get sketchy. Cars these days are getting too fast,
Right.
in my opinion. Clip that. Cars these days are getting too fast though, because I have significantly more fun in my whatever 350 horsepower car than I do in a 600 horsepower car, because when you do all the way through first, bang it into second, bang it into third,
You
and
can
actually get it
use
to
it.
You still
rev,
have room.
rev and
That's
enjoy
what makes
your
the
car.
Mini so fun. You just redline it all gears, and you'll
I swear to
eventually
God,
get
by the way,
speed limit.
I swear to God, in my Mini, on my way to work, I did red line to first, bang into second, traction control light comes on, all the way through second, bang into third. I was not at the speed limit yet, by the way. I got every one of those shifts perfect. I didn't money shift, and every single, it just felt like so perfect. And I think I make 110 wheel horsepower 20 some odd years ago in my car.
Hell yeah.
Proof that you don't need to have a fast car to have a fun
true.
car.
And like and
Slow
people,
cars driving fast is so much fun.
and I've driven, I've been blessed and fortunate enough to drive a lot of fast cars. I do own a couple of fast cars, stuff like that. My Mini's my favorite car to drive. I make maybe 80 wheel today on a really good day with good gas, because that car was 650 Canadian dollars. That's under 500 US.
Yep.
I've put over 6,000 miles, 10,000 kilometers on it. I'm really good at converting because of watching Top Gear as a kid, by the way,
Yep.
in my head. But you don't need a fast car to really enjoy and have fun with cars. Does a fast car really help in certain settings? Absolutely. If you want to dog on somebody on the highway or like you're on the track, whatever it be, fast cars are awesome. But if you're going to work or school, your daily life, no, you do not need 500 horsepower. You TikTok kids saying that all Mark IV Supras make 1,500 wheel horsepower, and if you don't make 1,500 wheel horsepower, that your car sucks.
Now, before we get too sidetracked, we got to talk about the auto industry. So, Harjan, you have something to mind. Before you get to yours, because you know what it is. We all know what it is. You guys see anything cool happening in our industry in recent days? I'll admit I haven't.
Do you have anything?
I would say you guys start off.
Okay, I will start off. So there is a certain auto manufacturer that a lot of people know and love called Jaguar. So Jaguar is not known for making the most, in its history, is not known for making the most reliable of vehicles.
No.
Whether or not that chalks up to people not maintaining them, or if they're actually not reliable, leave that up to the viewer's opinion.
Yeah.
I love Jaguars.
They're nice
I grew
cars.
up in the back of them. My grandparents had Jaguars my entire childhood, stuff like that. I have my own Jaguar. I have a 78 XJS V12 Coupe that I'm doing a full OEM restoration on. I love Jaguars. They are not making any cars in 2025. They're taking a year and a half
model year cars.
to restructure and figure their stuff out. But I was thinking about it. When's the last time you've seen a new Jaguar driving on the road?
Well, I mean, they all kind of still look the same. They're like G-Wagons.
No,
I
they
was
do.
going to say, if there's a
Yeah.
company that needs to take a minute and figure it out,
Jaguar.
they're
Because
high up there.
to be honest, Jaguar, there's such a gap in the market now of luxury cars that actually stand out. Because, for example, undoubtedly a BMW 5 or 7 Series is a luxury car. Audi A5, A6, A7, etc. They're luxury cars. So how many Audi A7s did you see today on your commute, or BMW 5 Series?
Too many.
A lot.
How many is my point? How many Jaguars have you seen?
Like
0.
0 or
But
1.
that's my point, is that if Jaguar
Yeah.
actually takes their time
If
to,
it's not the F-Type, don't care. Although, I will say, when I was in Barbados, there's a Jaguar there that we don't get that is unbelievably cool.
manual
I think
X-Type wagon.
it's like a crossover.
Oh
or
yeah,
like
they
a
get the
wagon
manual one.
something.
There is one for sale on Facebook.
It's diesel.
oh, diesel. Okay, that's
It's
crazy.
so
Oh.
sick, and it looks unbelievably
gangster.
cool. Hold on, I'm gonna look this up.
Who makes the Jaguar motors?
Toto
I
or
don't
whatever.
know. I don't know.
Because I know they had that American partnership for a while, right?
With Ford, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Jaguar manufacturing still takes place in Britain, where they originated from. Sorry? I'm on.
Whoever wants control, let me know. You got it on Adam right now.
It's on Adam.
It's on me. I can't find the car I'm talking about.
It's the S-Type or X-Type wagon. I know which one you're talking about. There's one for sale recently. I have it on mine.
X-Type wagon.
Is it this one, Adam? Wait. Is it this ugly little fella?
No, it's new. It was like a new car.
Oh, they still... Because there's one of these for sale on Facebook recently. A manual wagon one. It was like $6,000 or best offer. I was tempted.
You want
No.
one like that?
For the life of me, I can't even
Gangster.
find it
That's a great
online,
green
which is
color.
a struggle.
This is honestly a really pretty green.
What do you mean?
No.
Adam, what do you think about this green color?
It looks like Shrek had food poisoning.
Not my type of green.
I don't know.
Oh,
Looks
you can
like
get...
Shrek, but if he's sick.
Oh, you can get like
Sick
the...
Shrek.
Do you want to hear what's funny?
But not this sick. It's like...
The Jaguar that my grandparents currently have is the exact same interior-exterior color combo as this. It's really random because it's like a metallic purple.
This is a metallic purple?
In
doesn't look like it.
in person, the second it hits sunlight, their car is like a glistening purple. At night, it's
Interesting.
fully just like dark gray. They bought it.
Yeah.
They bought theirs brand new in 2007, and it has like 80,000 kilometers. It's like 50,000 miles for anybody in America watching. And
Big
it's
flex.
like literally like pristine condition.
You guys have a caller, okay?
Oh,
we have another
a
caller. They're here to
Hot.
correct me on my Jaguar
The lines
overseas
are
knowledge
hot.
because that's not
The
unlikely.
lines are hot.
I love Jaguars. Adam and I both like Jaguars a lot.
Jaguar.
What are you whispering? into the
I-Pace?
mic? Oh.
Adam, we have a caller in.
Oh, we have
Jaguar,
Anthony.
yeah.
I-Pace? I think it was the Jaguar I-Pace. I might have been way off. That's not diesel at all.
That's not, it's like fully the opposite. Actually.
Are we patching in a caller?
I think we're going to talk to
Testing.
Anthony
1 second.
in a sec.
Man, I love seeing tuned on flex fuel. Not even hating on it. It's just I remember driving my Caravan and it used to have a badge on the back
That
that
said
said
flex
flex fuel. I used
Yeah.
to feel so baller.
Just put E85 in
Yeah.
and see what happens.
Yeah, you
I
think we can
always-
get E here?
Where did you say this location, this shoot location was?
My assumption is under Circus in Las Vegas, but I could be way off. It all kind of looks the same to me. Bright lights.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen
Let's
this
ask him.
location
All
before.
of
It's
the
pretty...
lights. all
We're going to
of the
patch you in
lights.
here, Anthony. Are you also the one who called me? I missed a call a few minutes ago that I didn't answer. No, it says on
Yeah, I
Twitter.
did. That was me.
Oh,
Oh.
you did? Are you? No, 905. Oh, okay.
Whoa,
never mind.
don't dox
Never
him.
mind. I was about to dox somebody.
Just say his number off.
How's it going, dude?
What's going on, man? Is this, first of all, is
pretty
your
good.
photo from under Circus in Las Vegas?
Yeah, I'm located in Las Vegas.
Oh, I'm good.
Oh, nice.
I'm
That was a
good.
good one, Adam.
Yeah, it's a great spot. I see pictures from it all the time.
It is not a good spot.
No, it's not.
It's a great photo spot. You
Yeah.
just don't get out of the car.
No, I'm talking purely about photos. I've never been there and probably never will. But photo-wise, it looks really cool.
So what's going on, dude? What brings you to call?
I was calling. I just think like I was hearing like what you guys were like talking about. So I just kind of feel like it is different in its way. Whenever I go to shows, kind of like the combo kit I did go with because I didn't want to go with straight V2 or straight V3 or
Yeah, I like the
straight rally backers.
Frankensteining of the Rocket Bunnies to
rear
pick the
fenders.
nicer fenders from the rear and then the cool stuff up front.
Yeah, so I just have felt like I had to like Google, like before I even did started chopping up anything. I kind of felt like I started Googling some stuff like how can I make it? I mean, everything's kind of like almost the same how the other guy was saying, but at least kind of like maybe stand out a little bit more different than the others. And
Definitely.
that's
I actually
where
have a
it is
question
right now.
regarding your kit with the front end conversion. Did you have to buy the front section where it touches the bumper from the newer models, or did you just kind of graft it up? Did you need body work to make the front fit where the new front bumper is?
Are you talking about the
kit, for the kit
front end or the
itself.
rally backer pieces?
Oh, is
Or
that
the
a
kit
rally
itself?
backer
No,
piece in the
everything
front?
Yeah, so the back, we'll start with the back. So it's a V2 rear, the duckbill, the diffuser, V2 the side skirts, V2 the rear fenders, V2 the front fenders, and then a rally backer, the front bumper pieces. I didn't like the Rocket Bunny ones because they're too small. I don't know, they look kind of weird to me.
Oh, I
So I
gotcha.
just wanted the
That's a
extension
nice touch.
pieces.
So is the car
Yeah.
paint? The car's wrapped. Sorry.
It is wrapped.
Wrapped,
Yeah,
okay.
That's a
got
hell
you.
of a wrap.
What color is the base color of the car?
it's black.
Okay, good.
Nice.
Sweet.
I'm a big hater
Yeah,
of people
and
that
then
have
I
like.
noticed I put like
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I noticed I put like 250 or something. I think I probably did that by accident. I was like, that sounded like, what the hell? Like, I
Is
didn't
that the
mean
wheel
for that.
horsepower?
It's a sound.
That might be wheel horsepower.
Yeah. Yeah, nah. I think I did that by accident.
All good, dude.
Oh, Gucci. But yeah, overall pretty friggin' nice.
Yeah.
I think one thing we should do next year is just a straight up FRS 86
Issue.
BRZ
Just-
issue.
Yeah,
And just
absolutely.
slam all of the cool 86s that have ever been
Because yeah, that's the issue with them.
applied.
There's certain cars, like I said this before, that go overlooked because of how many people modify them, and there's so many like gorgeous FRS builds that we do love. Like this one, for example. This one's very, very nice in my eyes, but they just go often overlooked because of how many people build them. And
Yeah.
if for the amount of really nice BRZ FRS 86s to really terrible ones, there's probably one good one for every 10
Yeah.
total, and the other 9 of the wide body ones are done terribly.
Yeah, definitely. I like the
Right.
mismatch of the kits here, especially looking at the front photo now. Like what you did with the rally backer thing actually looks like properly fit.
Everything lines up really well.
Yeah. Do you have what's your day job? Are you like in a body shop or something, or do you do body work on the side? Because obviously this isn't easy to.
No, I work in the school district.
Oh, okay. So did you have a body
Your teacher
shop
pulls
take
up
care
with
of
this.
Matt, your
WID.
teacher rolls up in this.
Yeah,
Oh my
completely.
god.
Teacher night.
This is the sub. He rolls up. Everyone's like,
But no,
way.
the fit and finish and the panel gapping, especially for doing custom
Yeah.
work and like mix and matching kits. Honestly, like you did a really good job on the flow of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That color's
it
so
was
nice,
a
too.
it was a shop back in my hometown. I just had him. I just sent it to him. I'm like, just please try to get it correctly. I mean, everything's a little off, but everything was built. I mean, bought directly from Grady. I mean, everything was real. So I mean, everything. I
We
just
respect
hope to
that.
do your magic.
I rate
Like
it. I rate it.
the authentic. Yeah.
Authentic parts go a long way on a build.
Absolutely. And you'll see
Oh,
it too.
oh yeah.
So, question for you:
Yeah.
how many miles / how often do you drive the car? Is it your daily? Do you have a daily, etc.?
It was the first 2 years, but it was kind of like stock. And then after I showed it, where it is right now, I just stopped. I ended up getting another car, and yeah, it's in
Got
the
you.
garage for now.
That's fair. That's fair.
What made you want to pick the FRS or 86?
I originally wanted an S2000, but I had a buddy that was selling that one, and I told him, hey, sell it to me. And I'm like, all right, and I did it. And then I wasn't like too into cars in the beginning, and then I just started Googling stuff, and yeah, I just messed up the car.
Worked out. So you were originally a Honda guy, or?
Yeah, before that I had a little RSX.
Oh, okay. Wicked.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, thanks for calling in. Do you have any other plans for the car? Do you have anything that you're looking forward to doing?
Put a pass mag decal instead of the Super Street one.
Oof.
Yeah,
Yep.
start with that.
Yeah, I'm planning some. I am planning some stuff this coming year. Probably going with a different cage. I recently got a sponsorship with a company, Studio RSR, so I'm probably gonna
Nice.
get rid
Oh,
of that
yeah.
Cusco cage, and then
That's a hell of a cage builder right there.
Awesome.
some bride seats and other little cosmetics that can help me at the shows and probably fix some imperfections. I'm actually hopefully planning to take it to SEMA since it's like right here in Vegas too. That's my goal, so we'll
Awesome.
see
Hell
what
yeah,
the
dude.
plans are for this coming year.
Yeah,
I'm
send us
looking
some
forward
some
to it.
I'm
pictures when
hoping
you
to-
do that stuff, and then we'll take another look at it and,
Yeah,
Find you a
hopefully
spot.
I can get into your guys' feature.
Oh yeah, dude.
Be
We're gonna
great.
keep you in mind.
100%, dude. Yeah, we'll definitely
Yeah,
keep in touch
awesome.
about it. We really like the build. Yeah, definitely send us a few more pictures and stuff like that, and we will have the conversation.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Thank you.
Dude, thank you so much
Thanks
for
for
calling.
Yeah,
Fine.
thanks for calling, dude. Really nice to meet you.
Appreciate your support.
All right, you guys have a good one.
You
Likewise.
too, man.
Brother.
All right.
Right.
Imagine your teacher pulling up in that car.
Dude, that's
By
the
the way,
biggest flex. I would not skip class.
by the way,
Right.
if
I would
I
have questions.
if I had a kid and I was dropping them off to class and my teacher pulled up in that, by the way, I'd pull the kid from the class. I'd be like, nah.
You're getting homeschooled.
Yeah, you're getting homeschooled. Kid.
So, Hard John, you have some industry news on your plate.
Yeah.
We've discussed Jaguars.
So
year
we
hiatus
went over
of Jaguar.
Jaguars, how they're the best cars ever made.
Best car ever made by any single human.
So now another favorite car for Yusuf, the Cybertruck. So it's only really been out 2 years, technically, not even. Like
I think
They were
not
only
even.
started being delivered a few months ago.
Yeah.
pretty much now, right? But yeah. So I guess right now they've hit their 6th recall since they've been I guess
I'm not
announced,
surprised.
launched.
Now, I learned something about this recently. So the question is, physical recall or software update recall?
I think out of the 6, only 3 of them were software, and they
Okay.
weren't exclusive to the Cybertruck. So they were kind of all Tesla.
Right.
Yeah, Q standing up and going.
Yeah.
So
Because I know a lot of the time, like, they have to print it because of whatever, like, public knowledge and
Mm-hmm.
that kind of thing. But a lot of these recalls, people see recall and they're like, oh my God, it's something terrible.
The brakes are gonna
Most
fall
of the time, it's connect to Wi-Fi, download firmware update.
not even,
Go
dude.
about your day.
Our Tesla at home updates on its own every like
Oh, there
4
you go.
days overnight. Like we don't click any buttons. The second it's just like
Yeah, you get a
near us,
notification. It's like your
just
car was
knows.
recalled. It's back now. Like, that's it.
you can still drive it when it's updating technically.
Yeah, yeah.
If you really want to. Yeah, the gas pedal one, to be honest, it's the trim. That doesn't make it any better. That's still a pretty.
It was falling off the gas
so
pedal.
that was one of the older recalls that they had. Was one of the first ones starting off was wiper motor. So you would try to wipe. You're driving in a rainstorm. You can't wipe
See,
the
yeah,
rain away.
that really
That's
sucks.
pretty rough.
That one's pretty bad.
That's a pretty bad.
I think another one was again the gas pedal. So essentially, what would happen is the plastic trim over the gas pedal would fall off, and then either cause a
Got
pedal
that
to stick.
Tesla build quality, baby.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's pretty like bad.
That does suck.
First is visibility, so you're like driving in
you can't
possible
see.
dangerous conditions and you can't see. And the second one is like it would get stuck and you just keep
you just
accelerating.
keep going.
Yeah.
You just keep going.
This isn't a shot at Tesla necessarily, but it kind of is. You got to up the quality control game, man.
Yeah.
There's
Okay.
too many coming from factory
I
as
have-
lemons or like with lots of issues in the
Body
physical
panel
build quality.
gaps.
I have
hire some
I have a
QC.
counterpoint. Do you know what other car was recalled because of a windshield wiper motor and arm issue?
What?
The Lamborghini Revuelto. So it's
Yeah.
clearly not a.
They also need to up their quality control though.
I think Lambo's pretty good. Huracans are amazing cars, reliability wise. There's a few with like hundreds of thousands of kilometers.
Yeah, I believe it.
But honestly, though, they're still a new car manufacturer, is what you need to remember. And in my opinion, I think Teslas are the most American car that you can buy at market today. They're just so
They're very
big.
American.
They're just so big and outlandish and out there and like.
It's a shame that thing is so goddamn ugly.
By the way, if I was in the market of
He
buying,
wants to say something.
hello.
So real quick.
We can't hear you.
No,
No.
can't hear me out there.
You
So
can hear
let me
it 'cause
just-
I can't hear
We
it.
can't hear it.
We'll relay the
Yeah.
information.
Talk louder. Talk louder. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Sorry. Just a real quick defense to the whole Tesla recall thing. And you're absolutely right. What you guys found out was exactly. It's just some more knowledge on how that whole thing works with the recall stuff. Like I had a neighbor. Quick story. I had a neighbor who was asking and was really interested in getting into Tesla, and I was trying to give them information on it, get them excited to get into it, but they found out a recall suddenly came on. They got all scared. What's all these recalls happening? All these recalls happening, and all it was literally just a software update recall,
yeah.
like Yusuf explained.
So easy.
But she got all scared, thinking, "Oh, there's all these recalls happening. I don't want to buy it." And she didn't end up buying it. She ended up buying her, Toyota Prime.
Smart move.
Fine, still a great car. But again, it's just knowledge and education on what
The
these
thing
things
about
mean.
recalls though is that when anything bad news related has the word Tesla attached to it, everybody's like, "Oh my god!" Blah blah blah.
We
blah.
knew it.
But like one of my buddies, one of my good friends, AJ, he has a 2005 Honda Civic that's at the dealership today because all of his airbags had to be replaced on a recall.
Jeez.
Recalls just, but I'm saying a 2005 Civic. When you think in your head, that is arguably the most reliable, whatever mundane, like whatever it may be in your head. But when you think. Not a single soul on earth when you say 05 Civic says unreliable, terrible car, and his car's in the dealership 19 years later for full airbag replacement on the car. So to be honest, recalls do happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, people do love to hate on Tesla just because they already have this like predisposed like, boo EVs, gotta hate on it because macho testosterone. But like, I just hate EVs because they're boring, not for
Which
any
is
other
a fair
ideological
point.
reasons.
But an EV makes sense for the majority of car owners, to be honest. Not majority, but a very large amount of people.
Short-term daily driver,
100.
hell yeah.
It is. It makes the smartest decision.
A majority of people in this world don't have a commute that's more than 10, 15, 20 kilometers. They don't go more than the grocery store down the street. And when they do travel, they don't do road trips. That's the majority of people. Like, for example, my sister, she has a 2019 or 2018 Volkswagen Beetle. There would never be a single day that she would use more than 30% of the charge if she had a Tesla. Like, not a single day in her entire life.
And you can road trip in them. I've got friends with Teslas who do road trips.
My parents
you
have a
just
Model 3.
stop at the supercharger and you go get some food while it charges. You don't need to let it get to people are like, oh, it takes so long to get to 100% charge. Don't get it to 100% charge.
Stop at any mall.
At a supercharger, not even at a supercharger for me, 20% to 80%, which is like whatever 300-ish kilometers of range on the highway, maybe 350. It's never taken longer than 10-15 minutes. With 10-15 minutes, which if you're on a road trip,
it's going to take longer to go get the food, use the bathroom.
No,
like,
not even. If you're on a
your
road
legs.
trip with more than just yourself, nobody ever goes longer than 300 kilometers without a single stop because somebody needs water, somebody needs to pee, whatever. It's a road trip. And a stop at a gas station never takes less than 10-15 minutes. Like, ever. And I've never been to a supercharger that you go to and you're like, shit, what am I supposed to do for the next 15 minutes?
They're all buy food, right? Like,
they're always next to
something.
I've never been to a supercharger that's not next to like a Panera Bread or a Chapters bookstore.
I'm sold.
You know what I mean? So an EV makes a lot of sense for a lot of people.
This is the 23 most dangerous cars on the road.
Hyundai Venue?
No,
Tesla Model Y is on there.
By the way, Porsche
So
911 makes
I was
sense.
reading about this. Do you know why the Tesla Model Y is on there?
Why?
It is the most distracted driving vehicle because people get too confident.
No,
if
to be
the
honest,
car is going to save me.
To be honest, if I was in an EV that can self-drive, this is a very big in theory. In theory,
Toyota Prius is on there.
that makes sense. In
That's
theory,
it. Cut the broadcast.
We're done.
in theory, you can put your water bottle in your steering wheel so that it thinks your hand's on it, and in theory, you could literally just sit there like that your entire drive.
And that's why it is above the national average for distracted
By the way, it makes sense because when you think
accidents.
Tesla, you think I can never crash. Because if you ask somebody that doesn't own an EV, what is a Tesla? They say it's an electric car that drives itself.
Yep, that's true. They
When
do
I
say
think
that.
Tesla, I think I can cut you off in traffic and your
No,
car
trust me,
will.
Tesla owners might
Will
not
let
let you
me.
merge.
Yeah,
but
you
the
will let me
outbreak
in.
will
No, but
definitely
honestly,
let you.
it does make sense because you do get a false sense of security when driving Tesla because
Ooh, it's the fatal accident rate too.
That's
no,
rough.
because if you're on the highway just texting and driving because you're like, nah, my car got me. No,
Yeah,
no
it's a-
shit. You
Yeah.
need to be focused on the
Because
road.
once they catch on fire, they don't stop.
No, that's the
I
thing.
think
They don't
that's
catch
very.
fire.
That's pretty rare though. you know.
Fires are fires
That's
are
not
less
going
rare
to
than
put you
gas
at
cars.
the
Yeah.
highest rate per billion vehicles.
Yikes.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
So, yeah.
Big
It is.
yikes.
It is the highest distracted driver.
Which I
rate,
understand
which
why.
makes
Like I
sense.
understand why it is because I'm not necessarily going to say they make it easy to distract and drive,
But they
but
kind of do.
everybody's connotation of a Tesla is that it'll get me to my destination. The whole point of an EV is, when you're driving to work or school or whatever in
It's
the
a
morning,
car for iPad
and you're just kind
kids.
of like, you're just kind of sitting there and you're like, everybody's been driving at some point and they're like, yo, I don't remember the last 4 lights that I drove through. You're just kind of on
Oh, I
autopilot
zombie
mode
drive
yourself.
a lot. Just wake up at my destination.
The whole
What
point of a
happened?
Tesla is to make that quote unquote zombie driving a lot safer. Not make, yo, I'm going to watch Netflix and play COD on my phone while
A lot of
driving.
people who don't even own Teslas do that. The amount of times I see
Oh, yeah.
people like watching videos like through their steering wheel. Sorry.
That's crazy.
So a quick note also on that. Just you guys have to remember.
Average
a lot of
Tesla
new
owner when you talk
drivers.
shit about Teslas. Sorry, continue.
There are a lot of new drivers getting on the road, and their first car
That's true.
Is a Tesla.
is a Tesla.
That's a good point.
And let's admit, a lot of these new drivers who don't know the rules of the road yet,
Yeah.
who aren't experienced, who aren't seasoned,
Yo,
are getting all like,
like
That's
into
true.
accidents
Yeah.
and
Like
everything.
I'm
like
still
that.
young and I've wrecked a car before. It happens, you know, like as a kid. It
Yeah.
just happens.
So, that's just it. A lot of people are getting into the newer cars, and a lot of people are picking Tesla just because it's the new thing out
Yeah.
there, and it's these new drivers that are also adding to the bad rap.
That's true.
Not even
That's a
because
valid point.
a lot of people think to buy their kid their first car, they think, okay, I want to get my kid something safe.
Something safe.
Yeah. so
And
that's
when
why
you think
they-
safety, like if you're in a medium-sized accident, you're realistically really freaking safe in a Tesla.
Yeah, that's fair.
But that's the thing. So if I had a kid and I was to buy my kid a car, I would like a Tesla would be like a pretty decent contender because saving money on their commute.
Base model Subaru with black.
Go
you're-
into the app and limit
Dude,
how much speed they have.
If you're 17, 18, 19 years old, you're not going anywhere more than 30 kilometers from your house anyways. A Tesla does make perfect sense.
I'm gonna push back on that.
Actually,
I
when
was an idiot at that age with my car, so
You know, I did when I was
I
19.
would get them the safest
2
Subaru
years
money
ago,
gonna
you said.
buy.
Do you know I did when I was 19? On the first Pass Mag
So
Rally.
yesterday.
On the first Pass Mag Rally, I was 19 and I took my S15 to New York City.
See, there you go.
Yeah, so I was, yeah, it was kind of
Super safe.
First time in the big city.
Super
First-
safe.
first
Little
time.
boy in a big city.
But yeah, honestly, it does give people a false sense of security, and I do get that. It's like, yeah, like
Okay, so we did get a little sidetracked, but I think the main thing that Cybertruck did get a recall, and so this time the recall is on the inverter. So
a bad one.
that means that at any given
So you
point,
have no throttle.
yeah, so there's zero torque. So it would stop producing torque, loss of propulsion, increasing the risk of an accident. It only affects 2,500 roughly between last year. Yeah, so pretty much this past year.
2,500 Cybertrucks. How many friggin' Cybertrucks are there?
I was gonna say, I feel like they haven't made that
3,000.
many. Yeah.
I keep
like all of
by the
them
way,
have
in
the
my
same
area,
problem.
like in York region, that like
There's a lot.
There's like I can't leave my house without seeing one now.
I've only seen
I see
two.
one all the time
Like
now.
Adam, how often do you see it in our area, Cybertruck?
Daily.
Yeah. For those of
I
you
didn't
guys,
see one today yet.
I did on my
There's
way
a
in.
black one in King City.
Oh, I saw that
Pretty
one in
crazy
Newmarket.
looking.
For those of you guys that don't know, Adam and I live like 15 minutes away from each other, and we live in a pretty rural area, but there are a lot of
Harjan, do
people.
you see any?
Pretty concentrated. wealth
I don't
area.
see any
I've
either.
never seen.
But I haven't been like downtown in my city, my town,
Like a couple of
because that's where I feel like I
like
would
a
see
couple
them.
of the
Everyone.
towns
Go to the
within our
marina
region.
in your
Yeah.
town. They'll definitely be
Like
there.
a couple of the towns within Adam and I's region hit like Canada's top 10 wealthiest cities for like many
there's
years
a lot
in a
of
row.
wealthy people
Not the
up
ones
there
we
on the
live
side
in.
roads.
By the way, if I was rich, my S15 would be a GT3 RS, so I am not rich.
And it wouldn't be in Florida.
And
Damn.
got me on that one.
All right, if that's it for the industry news, we've gone on long enough today, so thank you all for tuning in.
Thank
It's
you,
been
guys.
a nice 2 hours. Thank you for all the callers. That was really nice
Yeah,
and
that was
refreshing.
really
Super
nice.
wholesome. Omar aside. Just kidding. Love you, Omar.
We love Omar.
We love Prius.
That
We
gave us a
will-
little fun kick to this podcast.
We'll be back next week with a little more structure, a little more feature vehicles, and of course, industry news and whatever have you. Maybe next week we can start off with what's happening in the industry. So keep your eyes out this week. See what's new. See what's shaking.
Make sure to shoot us a DM on Instagram at PASMAG, PASMAG. Shoot us some pictures of your car, or we'll send you a submission form either or over DMs. Chances are it'll be me or Julia answering them, and we will be sure to get your cars featured in one of our videos and cars
Hopefully
featured in
a
our videos.
magazine.
And also, a big thing about our magazines is we see you guys interacting, liking our stories, stuff like that. That's literally my full-time job. So that's our thing. If you just say, hey, can I have my car featured, and you don't follow us, we're not going to feature your car. We want people that support our brand, support what we do, all of that kind of stuff. So we do care a lot about that. So honestly, make sure to interact. And we're humans, we're normal people, and just hop on the podcast, have a fun time. If you can't hop on, be a caller, submit your car, check out a story post, whatever it be, but we do watch for that kind of stuff.
So I will say this week, Black Friday is coming up. We will have more details on our Instagram page, but pretty much we are going to be running promos on the website, on our storefront to pretty much kind of bundle some of our issues and sticker packs that we do have left over for 2024 season. So it's a good chance to kind of get a few limited edition articles, magazines, stickers, just kind of have them, because right now we are going to be doing a really, really good deal. I think it's going to be approximately 4 magazines and a sticker pack for $20 plus shipping.
Really?
Damn.
It's going to be a killer deal.
Did you ask Tim about that? That's like,
it's
like less than
that's
what we
fine,
pay.
right? Okay.
We're pretty much giving it away.
That's more than getting it
We got to make room here on our shelves for all the magazines coming next
And
year.
on that
so
note,
we're
with that
gonna
promotion,
clear
this
out
is
our
Harjan's
inventory.
last episode.
Everything
on our...
must go.
In order
yeah.
to pay for that, we have to cut Harjan. So.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really appreciate all the love and support from everybody, and we're looking forward to interacting with more of you guys next week. And we'll see you next Tuesday at around the same time.
See you next time. Bye,
See you
everybody.
later.